This place is weirder than 4th of July at Rick James' place.
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Scar for the plug. Grand pass, though I'm down on my tape. Group text, I got gas in the script. I'm swiping, dropping, changing counterfeits. I'm trying to collect like the first in the fifth. I'm a fuck shit, crew 90, baby. I work like a Mexican, never been lazy. Crew niggas still open door for old ladies. Cause they tell me where the will is away. I had to go and get it, looking at eviction. Told myself where there's a will is away. I was penny pitching, now I gotta stuff the rest in the vault. They won't fit in my safe. Never broke again, I'm having my way. Got it out the mud with melon my way. Don't know what it is to go fill up my plate. You went from the struggle, you cannot relate. I hop on the porch while I odds against. Had to clear my vision, Cardi in my lens. My back against the wall, they jumping shit. They said that I wasn't amount to shit. Now I pull up in Fisker and know it ain't right. When I pass, they see the stuff that's mirror tint. I done tied on my pieces, survive the trench. How I got low my pistol and reach my sin. Wait as a will is a way. I'm scoping Picasso, orchestrate the play. I went down on my dick, I couldn't get a break. They wanted a 10 and I hit him with shades. Scope for the play. Pass, though I'm down on my tape. Group text, I got gas in the script. I'm swiping, dropping, changing counterfeits. I'm trying to collect like the first in the fifth. I'm a fuck shit, crew 90, baby. I work like a Mexican, never been lazy. Crew niggas still open door for old ladies. Cause they tell me where the will is away. I had to go and get it, looking at eviction. Told myself where there's a will is away. I was penny pitching, now I gotta stuff the rest in the vault. They won't fit in my safe. Never broke again, I'm having my way. Got it out the mud with melon my way. Don't know what it is to go fill up my plate. You went from the struggle, you cannot relate. I remember lights and water off. Now my diamond shining well like boss. I met this shit going, I'm double parked. Twin turbo engine in his push start. He need math 101, I hit him with counter. His partner dub too because he allowed. Was on a lifeline and almost out of it. Kicked in his door and his stash revived me. How the mask up and I ain't proud. And call my bitch and I think she had it. Fuck it, I'm taking that bitch on the chase. Put in my work, now I'm having my way. Grand pass, though I'm down on my tape. Group text, I got gas in the script. I'm swiping, dropping, changing counterfeits. I'm trying to collect like the first in the fifth. I'm a fuck shit, crew 90, baby. I work like a Mexican, never been lazy. Crew niggas still open door for old ladies. Cause they tell me where the will is away. I had to go and get it, looking at eviction. Told myself where there's a will is away. I was penny pitching, now I gotta stuff the rest in the vault. They won't fit in my safe. Never broke again, I'm having my way. Got it out the mud with melon my way. Don't know what it is to go fill up my plate. You went from the struggle, you cannot relate. Grand pass, though I'm down on my tape. I'm swiping, dropping, changing counterfeits. I'm a fuck shit, crew 90, baby. I work like a Mexican, never been lazy. Cause they tell me where the will is away.
Nice burp in the green screen video. Big ups. I like to see Doc run around and have fun.
Look at Mary's just gonna run out already. What the fuck?
What? Huh? I like to see him running around and have fun with his friends. Poor green screen DSP. He can only imagine. It's understandable. It's probably what he do in his free time. Just put himself in music videos. Think about how cool his life could have been. But he had to play Dungeons and Dragons that one day. He just had to. And then the Puerto Ricans came. Oh well. But big ups, thank you for showing up. I wanted to watch this video first, even though it has nothing to do with the title at all, because it's horrifying. That's literally why, because it's horrifying.
All right, everyone. Hello.
You'll see why.
Here looking like a complete bum.
Looks like you got a baby peanut.
But remember that epic DSP fan who was gonna be around forever, and everybody loved him, and he gave Doc so much money for such a long time. Swaggins. We have like basically a Swaggins origin video from June 2018. But that's pretty much good enough. We know how his story ended. But he was real fun when he first came around with a hot post like this. Have you done anal? If so, how was it? If not, why not? I have foreskin. It makes your dick more sensitive when you pull the skin back. But it requires no lube, as the skin acts as lube on its own. I definitely prefer to have it. That was a cheer? Yeah, it was a cheer. Oh, okay.
Looks like you got baby
Of course it was.
penis.
Of course it was. I thought like the first one he would have got timed out or something. And of course he liked the shower video. Shower video for 5. Oh no, that's another dude. What the fuck is Swaggins just messaging everybody? Yeah, he is. Sub to him so we can hit the goal. Dude, if we hit the goal, he'll take a shower for us. He ain't random for a lot of us. We've been here since 2008. He's like an online dad to me. He would want to shave his, no, but GG on the shower video, Phil, had me laughing the whole way through. I bet Papa Lou had a heart on the whole time, lol. Okay. All right, I disagree. This is trolling. It's a good thing he became mod. Eventually, don't worry. When I inevitably become a millionaire, I'm going to tip you a ridiculous amount so all your problems can be gone. It's still happening. Be working on it. Japanese, Chinese, and Vietnamese, and all Indonesians. So you're all the same, of course. Condom discussion? We cannot be your son, Phil. All right. All right. Doesn't matter, you are not even subbed. I shouldn't even be arguing with you. You are below me and irrelevant. What the hell was this? Big ups Janiosaurus Rex. I tell every girl I meet that I'm subbed to Docs to Phil. After that, they can't keep their hands off me. Sound about right? White cock spider. Oh no! Is that what sent them away the first time or nah? Because this is ridiculousness. Just ridiculous. This is before like the 70 name changes and everything. Come on. Oh, that's how we stuck around for a bit, huh? I only have 1,200 bits left. I've spent so much money that I need to relax on buying bits for a while. All these bits will go to you, though. I let you down. Please forgive me. Of course. Yeah? We need a video like this for Santella. Damn it. It should be an hour long. And you have to look up all his accounts, too.
Looks like you got a baby penis. Looks like you got a baby penis. Looks like you
Oh no.
got a baby penis.
The STD, the Tevin STD, of course.
Tenor, dude. We got at least 4 liters of dick.
Fountain is affluent. The shield blocks it sometimes.
I wonder what game he was playing during this. What? Oh. After all of these messages, yes, Phil, I still want to mod for you. I'll do great. Don't worry. All of this epic upbringing was just before he got made mod. Don't worry. Don't be alarmed. All before he became mod, of course. Of course.
My neighbors ask me why I'm
Good God.
limping down the way.
And the classic comment. Have any of you guys tasted your own semen? The classic Swaggins comment.
And who that fella was who came by yesterday. I quickly turned my face before I start to blush. 'Cause frankly,
Mr.
there is
Swaggins.
nothing I can say. Ba-dum, dum, dum. I've always had a thing for pushing the
I like how people think being a mod is what we
And
live
I
for.
just got a thing you
Whoa.
won't
Oh
find.
shit. King Swaggins. So now he's definitely a mod. He's upgraded. He came a long way from talking about a lot of specific stuff to just being the king. Big ups. We're gonna have like the shit with the pet llama or whatever too, or the alpaca. I hope so. And this song, oh my god, she's going to what the hell? I wish I could donate like 50K so he could do whatever he wants. Oh, Swaggins. Let me buy some more bits. Oh, he was going in.
As I take more cock, horse cock.
I probably remember these streams.
Turn the lock is your cock.
Those days. The dark ages.
Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Rub my dick inside a sock. Don't stop now, horse cock. Stretch out my insides and make
My girlfriend broke over me because I stole a wheelchair, but I knew she'd come crawling back to me. What? Just saying, wheelchair used to get you banned in this chat. Even posting an emoji used to get you banned. Of course, King Swaggins didn't have to worry about that. Big sale on clothing. Overall, how much he ended up sending to this dude?
Fucking idiotic moron.
I think it was a good bit. Oh shit, Emperor, sweet. Oh no.
I think they should be terrified.
Looks like someone had too much chili at Wendy's.
His Doc enjoyed this too. He was a big fan of this trailer. Oh god. Oh. I didn't know these messages happened. Swaggins, come on. You was a mod then. My god. Swaggins was banned for a little while too. Of course, he got unbanned and sent a shit ton of money and became mod. It all worked out after that. Phil Swaggins, man. So what's the rest of this? Like a meme or something?
What I want to do is get a ton of people to give $1 because everyone can just give $1.
Oh, sweet. The retro begging.
Give a ton of money every month.
Just give $1.
Here we go.
Just $1 a month. Now he need like 5 a day from everybody. It's like a Pokemon gave him money. Well, he's still around at least. So that's something. Of course, he's still around, the guy. Golden Coast did a few overnight cheers. Poor Vidal. I think he might still actually just be in first place. But anyway, the point of this stream is to watch this epic thing called Gamer Talk Live from 2013. Originally was uploaded when it happened in 2013 by a negative troll channel. And you go to the Twitch, and the Twitch is in the Chaos Realm. The dude probably changed his name. Kane Bringing the Pain. I can only assume this is Lightside Build before he changed his name. So big ups to LSB. He interviewed DSP a long time ago. So that's pretty cool. The only thing I know about this is was a clip like, you said go die, Phil. Yes, something like that. That's all I really remember. I never listened to the actual whole thing because, I mean, this was what I would have had to look at.
Just him doing
This is you know, we didn't have YouTube Premium. It was all different, dude. Come on. Oh well, I can listen to it now. I'm sure it's gonna be epic. And we have Face Rig.
Thank you for the $1.
Forgot about
Big
these.
ups Red Puppy for the $1. Okay Sturvin, you're hitting us with some weird sort of daddy little boy shit right off the bat?
Is Swaggings
Wait,
a
what
bareback?
happened?
Why am I watching this on my lunch break? So many questions, so little time.
Swaggins was having
Almighty Tevin is watching my stream
place is
right
weirder than
now
4th of
and
July at Rick
talking
James'
crap
place.
about me.
fun. Oh, God. I did reorganize these again, though.
Guess what?
Now I got these sweet wave files so I can do stuff super fast.
Guess what? Guess what? Wrong.
Big ups to Johnny1488 for the 666.
Guess
Wish I
what?
had my foreskin. Geez, thanks mom for letting Gold Shekel cut it off. Feels Dreaman angry face, angry face, angry face.
Thanks a lot, man.
Big ups Dango Ear of Cornhole for
I
the
guess
dollar.
Swaggins had to
Good
brag
afternoon.
about something.
My name is Dango Ear of Cornhole. These
Wait.
cheers sound pretty familiar.
Oh, I get it.
They also sound pretty degenerate. I'm Dango Ear of Cornhole. I can't put my dango on it, but it's
My
like I've
favorite
heard them
politician.
before from someone else.
At least a relative of
I'm
my favorite
Dango Ear of
politician.
Cornhole. Maybe someone else can help me figure it out.
But thank you.
Big ups the end of thoughts for the dollar. Where's the Christmas 8-bit music from last year?
It's coming back.
That was very Christ-like music. My favorite Burrick King Prince
He said he's bringing it back,
flexed biceps,
what, the
flexed
week of
biceps,
Christmas?
flexed biceps, flexed biceps, flexed biceps, flexed biceps, folded
So-
hands, folded
oh, that'd be
hands, folded
sweet
hands, folded
if he
hands,
did
Latin
it
cross, frowning
Monday.
face with open mouth, frowning face with
What
open
the hell?
mouth, U.S. outlying islands, U.S. outlying islands, U.S. outlying islands, gorilla, 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 gorilla.
Thank you for the dollar.
Big ups Anonymous for the dollar. So what we've learned is that Swaggins is a racist, homophobic, arrogant, social Darwinian, sexual degenerate,
My
financially irresponsible ephebophile with a need for power and attention, a daddy fetish for Phil, a mommy fetish when Jello is involved.
Pretty accurate.
What I learned today, all right, it's my fault. I screwed up. I did. I'm willing to admit when I make a mistake.
Is it loading? Come on now. Oh.
This is going to be super
how when it
professional.
starts, it doesn't like a little
I can
splash.
already tell. Can't wait to see
Have you
how
seen any video on
cool,
your-
epic
I
host
ain't seen
Kane
jack.
bringing the
What the
pain.
hell? It says streaming.
Now these dudes he did this interview with back then, well, of course,
Thank you for the dollar.
basically
Big ups
nobody's.
Ice 14 for the dollar, catching up on old Tebin streams and the guy goes live.
Thank you.
Gorilla, gorilla, gorilla.
They were basically nobodies. This podcast he went on had no legacy, so he went on like a nameless show for a nameless group of dudes because a YouTube comment, maybe. Hopefully they say why he actually ended up even doing it. But as usual with DSP, until he did the quartering interview, everything he did with anybody was just nobodies.
There we go. There it is.
I don't get it.
Lord have
He should
mercy.
do an interview with Kekin.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks
God.
to
That's right. It is what it is.
We
so
need
what's
this to
going on,
happen.
guys? It is Nate, a.k.a. Kane.
Nate,
Joining with me, as always, Anthony.
Anthony,
With all
big
this
ups, Nate.
Just go ahead and
crap in
say
my
it.
way. No, I'm excited. It's not same shit.
I feel like I'm
different
about to
days.
listen to a fishing
Today's
podcast.
been this week's been hectic with trying to move, get things straightened out. And we got DSP on here. We got the haters in the stream. We got the fanboys in the stream. We got our poor Gamer Talk Live people stuck in the middle. It's just gonna
It
be
was probably
crazy.
70 people watching the original
It's gonna
stream.
be fun though. We definitely got moderators covering.
Moderators.
This. Got Hazard in the house as well. Make sure everything's.
I don't want to
fair
mock
and
this dude
kosher
the
and
whole
all that
time, but
stuff,
with the bear on screen too.
One thing I do want to apologize.
Come
As you
on.
can probably see further on down the line there. For whatever reason, on my desktop, the stream chat is not loading. So
Oh, no.
As for you actually watching it on YouTube, it's
Big ups YouTube.
SOL. Also, do want to thank Hazard
Hazard.
providing this new Gamer Talk Live layout. So thanks again, Hazard, for that. It's awesome work.
So the layout they had was shit. Maybe you can get like a tiny semblance of what was going on with this blurry image. This is this is the most archive of it I can show you. This epic image. Thank
Toby
you
Turner
to
stepped
the
out and did a gaming channel.
moderators.
Really appreciate it. Anything you want to add, man, before we get started?
No, I mean that's really about it. I guess if anything, we're just gonna see how this turns out. Just as a forewarning, I mean, we've already seen a lot of hatred from all sides, not only to DSP but also to ourselves. Just as kind of a background, although Nate's kind of known for his response videos, he's openly said many times over he does not hate Phil, and that's not what this thing is going to be about. We are going to address some questions that people feel is important to ask.
It's like a round table of furries.
But this isn't going to be a bash fest. This is really just
God damn it.
getting answers.
Not knowing how these people look otherwise make this really weird.
Way back when, I'm not really a fan of Phil's content, but I have, watched it quite a bit in the past.
Of course.
I'm not a hater or a fan.
Of course.
But
is he Boogie?
When I remember seeing one of his vlogs where he's like, "Oh yeah, I got into this because I really enjoy gaming and I want people to see it."
They were so
That's
gentle to
basically
DSP,
the same
and
reason why I
you
got
probably
into
have
this
so
as
much
well.
weird
And I've actually
stipulations.
met a lot of people through contacts of both John Rambo and DSP.
Who?
So I mean, without either of those two guys, I wouldn't know half the people I know on here, anyways.
Right, and it goes without saying. It's right below. You can see there are some very slim chat rules that I have.
Oh, right.
Basically, it's the only thing.
Don't
the
be
easiest way
mean.
to explain is just respect. Just have
Yes,
respect,
respect.
for your fellow chatters.
Of course.
Sounds stupid, but
The
anyways,
American rule.
That's really, I don't know how to really sum it up. Just have respect, don't be a dick, and you don't have nothing to worry about. It's not censorship. A lot of people will spin it off that way.
Why
It's
did
like,
it
no,
even
you
matter
can
if the chat
express
was
how
mean
you
during this
feel
anyway?
without
I
being
don't think
a
they
dick.
even took questions
You
from
don't
him.
have to be
Maybe
disrespectful.
they did.
You don't have to be an asshole, whatever.
Yeah,
They did. It wasn't
mean,
that good,
I
'cause I only
encourage
saw the
people to
one
say
clip
what they
of this.
feel, and that's actually why I try to have the damn chat on here, but it's not working. But
Yeah, I mean, because we may not always agree with what Phil
The
does, but
chat's
we don't
still
hate
not
the guy.
working. No.
It's as simple as that. I mean, that's always
Damn
what
it.
Gamer Talks have been about. We have disagreements. We're able to talk it
This
out
is
like people.
bullshit.
especially for this Gamer Talk Live, once we get into the gaming topic as well, reviews, I guarantee.
I like how the
I'm
guy
gonna
not
be
here
on
yet.
this
Was he
stuff.
waiting in the green
You
room?
probably are.
Yeah. But without further ado, the man of the hour.
Oh man.
People said it wouldn't be done.
Oh
Again,
man.
Thanks to Anthony. You got to give
Thank
credit
you,
where
Anthony.
credit's due. So give thanks to Anthony for getting this done. Let's get him on. Phil.
It's the guy.
Hello.
Oh.
How you doing this evening, sir?
I am doing well, and by the way, you can probably fix that stream chat issue.
Really? That's how we put him in here? All right.
Clearing out the cookies
This
in your
is,
browser, because that was been.
This is all Mr. Hot Stuff's doing. He remixed the old upload with
to
this
me all
this
week,
epic footage.
And once I clean out the cookies and I refresh, it usually works again.
Yeah, he tried that
I
already.
literally just tried to do that, and it's still being a dirty whore.
Damn it.
Is that like really big crumbs on his
I
face?
just keep tweaking at it as we're going along.
And he's just out of breath.
It is
What browser
it
are you
is.
using?
Mozilla, actually.
Okay.
Firefox Master Race.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm in Chrome right now, and it seems to be working, but that could just be a circumstance.
Right, I guess for anybody who's unfamiliar with your work, although I'm pretty
My
sure everybody
God.
knows, who are you? What do you do?
My name's Darkside Phil.
Yes,
I
I am
fell into
Phil
doing
Brunel,
this.
but I go by Darkside Phil, or DSP for short, on the internet. Former pro fighting game player, mostly known for my performance in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo over the years. Pretty much kind of retired from that, moved into other things. Now I am basically a Let's Player, a game reviewer, a vlogger, pretty much anything.
How
Elite
many
player,
of these are true now?
A game reviewer, a vlogger.
So now he's just a
pretty
Let's
much
Player.
anything related to games. I have my YouTube channel DSP Gaming, where I post playthroughs, full playthroughs of games daily. I also have
daily.
the King of Hate Vlogs, which is my vlogging channel on YouTube, where I post up things like game reviews, my schedule videos. I have a series called DSP Tries It, where I try out different kinds of food products and other stuff.
Love this massive
And then in
amount of
addition to all of
promotion in
this,
the
the newest
front of this.
change this year was that earlier this year,
Holy crap.
I adopted direct capture and live streaming. And I have my live streaming channel here on Twitch. It's just Darkside Phil,
Of
where
course it
again
is.
daily when I'm recording, I am also live streaming my video game playthrough. So a lot of different stuff there
It's gonna happen
to
me
check
this
out.
time.
And that's pretty much my story up to now.
All right. So I
Furry
mean,
Talk Live.
we have a few questions. I think we're gonna go back and forth. We'll have Nate start off first.
Let's see. Well, didn't you have the one question?
Oh, I thought you were gonna start off with the one question, and then I was gonna go to that other one question.
Okay, now you've got me totally confused.
I'm
right,
just
I'll ask them
imagining
both then.
the bear
I'll give you
still
honor
trying to
to
get
do
the chat
that.
to work.
All right, so we have
That's why I look
one
so
question.
frustrated.
I forgot who it's from. You probably have in your comment
Anthony,
list
what the
anyways,
fuck?
Because I don't, because it's yours. Can you swim?
What?
Oh yeah.
Can I swim? I have not. Wow, what a question. I have not.
Thank you for the dollar.
Big ups Phil's
We
baby
starting off
puppy
good
for the
already.
dollar. Just a suggestion. Please create a donation animation where Phil's dancing to the Baby Unicorn song Baby Rage Baby Rage Baby Rage.
That sounds offensive. Thank you for the dollar.
Big ups Careless Crisper for the
Thank
dollar.
you.
How do you feel about season 5 episode 10 of According to Jim where Cheryl tells Jim
Jim
that
Ross?
she inserted her brother's semen into her vulva and said she is going to have twins?
Didn't watch the show
Your
yet.
thoughts?
I'll check it out next year. Is it raining outside?
Anonymous
Oh, it
tip
actually is.
$4.20.
It's a good thing I'm in it, don't
Did
fuck
you
up when it
hear
happen
Wings
anymore.
got a cat? That stupid tub of
He
laugh
did in
didn't even
actuality.
make his fans pay $2,000 to show it. This is why him and Dave can never be
Aw.
friends. He just doesn't understand.
I gotta look up
how
Wings
real
videos
life
now to
works.
see his cat. Thank you for the dollar.
Big ups Jay for the dollar.
Big
I came
ups
here
to,
to see the king of
the
interview,
future
not
plump
furries talking
pimp.
about games. Dude, WTF, bug
Should
Tevin
make him gain
mechanics.
some weight. Thank you for the dollar.
Big ups Rick for the dollar. I'm noticing some mocking going on. I don't know why you're making fun a little bit of a drawl, Cajun man. It's not like you didn't
Yeah,
go
I
a
know
little
it's pretty
nuts on
bad
that
for me to
outro
make fun of
yours.
how somebody talk.
Negative Tazik Shiat
Wait a minute.
HDS, was it? Is that still in or did you cut it out? Fleur de lis direct
It's
hit.
only one other person that bring this up, Rick. You don't expose who you are.
Since probably the high
Nobody
school
else
years,
talk about
I
that.
could swim back then, but I couldn't honestly answer that because I haven't done it in so long. So
That's actually from Hazard GD. I promised him that question.
You just say that when I make fun of how DSP talk.
It was just too random not to ask. Now that the joke is out of the way, now to the serious
now for
stuff.
the easy questions.
Yeah. Now everybody get your your hankies and your tissues ready because this is going to be tugging on the feels, and just to prove that the questions we have aren't simply just haters. And I mean, this is some fan questions. This is going to be kind of long. It's going to be the only long one, and it's from somebody that you know quite well. So I'm going to go ahead and read it, and we'll say who it is at the end.
Let me guess, it's a dude that's not around at all anymore?
Something I'd have to say, kick out the negativity a little bit.
Probably.
Without Phil Burnell, my life would be very different.
Oh, boy.
I wouldn't know a lot of people I know, such as Kanade Tenshi, P-Dog, the Ariad Lord,
It's one of his old mods or something from
Corchado,
back then.
John Rambo,
Gotta be.
OJ, Howard,
Shout-outs.
Nate, Anthony, The Lemon, Fozy,
The whole
DX
website.
Michael, Static Veins, Solid Fantasy.
All of these people are
Vossel,
gone now.
Cut Out Panda.
All of them are gone.
Beachy, Mark Crown, Cyber Demon, Lambent, Layla. This list could go on forever.
Yeah.
I'm a moderator for his stream and website, also the head news editor for his website. This allowed me to be creative, learning a thing
Everyone
or two,
is gone
make my own
now.
YouTube channel, things that are on my CV and that I've actually been able to talk about at job interviews, including my current one at Renaissance Electronic Europe. I probably butchered that, sorry. I've designed t-shirts for John Rambo as well as graphics
sweet.
for John and for Phil, and then had them seen by thousands of people. I literally cannot thank them enough for these
I like how you
opportunities,
just
and it's
over there
something
eating
that I'll
cookies
never be
and
able to repay.
breathing heavy the whole time.
In a funny way, when I find problem with Phil's internet persona, it's never with the content. The content is entertainment, and as far as I'm concerned, immune from criticism of his personal character. Kojima World Order for life.
Oh my God.
In some ways, I feel sorry for Phil. Being in the spotlight is tough, and he has people
So,
from all around
is
the
this a
world waiting for him
question?
to say something offensive or bigoted so they can criticize him for it. I can't say I would enjoy the lifestyle he leads. Even for me, when Phil
This
attacks
would be a
someone
very
personally,
long
I feel
donation.
uncomfortable for supporting his content, and rightfully so. Sometimes it seems like Phil goes out of his way to rant on certain topics and a group of people. This doesn't help when oftentimes it's on a topic that he hasn't fully researched and he isn't in the know about. People are going to be upset and
Well, he
unhappy
sent
when
me
you,
a
someone
massive
they must be a
paragraph,
fan
but
of
I'm
since
not
they're
gonna
watching
read
your
it.
content,
But
make
thank you for the
insults and
kind
attacks
words.
based on assumptions of something they enjoy, many of which are personal. My question is, why do you feel the need to ridicule your fans when they make statements
Why
or
do you
say
shit
things
on
to
people?
you that
This
contrast
dude
your own
sent an
opinions,
essay
or you just
to ask him
disagree
why
with
does he
it?
shit on people.
It's a regular occurrence that instead of making a reasoned rebuttal, you just attack them personally. The whole Minecraft Twitter debacle is a prime example of this. You only made a more reasoned and, frankly, amended statement once it had been made a big deal out of by fans. I really feel like this hostility is a primary cause of viewers' drops. Would it not be a better idea to take the high road more often? Start enforcing a policy of, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Like any other business, you have to deal with disagreeing, disappointed, and sometimes unreasonable customers. At your last job, if someone
why did we put
called
so
up
much
and
after
said,
the question?
I don't think your helicopters are very good, I don't like it, you didn't turn around and say, well, you're a fucking idiot. Kind regards, Hazard.
Thank you, Hazard.
All right. So basically, I guess the gist of the question is why it seems like a lot of the times I respond to negativity harshly rather than
You
either
was
just taking
zoned
the
out
high
the
road and
whole
not
time,
saying
too.
anything, or possibly taking the time and responding maybe in a more complex manner. It's funny because right before we started the stream, I was talking to these guys about how,
Forgot their name.
unfortunately, Twitter is not the place
Shout
to
out
try
to
to
Twitter.
have any kind of an intelligent conversation with anybody because there's far too few characters. You try to say something, but you end up saying it in a way that it's abridged and ends up cutting out a lot of the
That's
emphasis
why he called people
or the
shills and he didn't
detail of
mean
what
it.
you're trying to say. So
It's
in
Twitter's
particular,
fault.
he mentioned Minecraft.
The Minecraft
I'm
thing
not
with
hating on
YouTube
Minecraft
videos,
the
though.
game. All right.
This is
The
silly.
fact that Minecraft has become such a popular entity in
Big
the
ups,
gaming
please,
world,
Cole.
the fact that you can go to Walmart and they've got Minecraft shirts and Minecraft accessories for kids and stuff, it's a testament that the game obviously has an attraction to a wide fan base. I completely understand that. That was not the point that I was making in the tweet. Unfortunately, because it was a tweet, you don't have enough space to really elaborate. So, and in this regard,
The question
I'm gonna
wasn't
say
about
to Hazard,
Minecraft,
absolutely,
though?
you are 100% correct. A lot of the time what ends up happening
Oh,
is
well, he agrees
I'll
anyway.
want to
Big
say
ups.
something, but instead of, okay, well, I'm going to make a video to fully elaborate my opinion, I end up jumping on Twitter and I say something, and then half the people who read it think that I'm trying to say something that I'm really not. In that particular case of Minecraft, the whole point I'm trying to make is that I think the game is not a game for the kind of people like I am. I'm a kind of person, I like a game that has a complex story.
Really?
Great graphics.
Really?
Some gameplay in there, too. I like a game that's multifaceted.
He's basically the
Minecraft is the kind
Minecraft
of game
guy
that
now.
it's a time waster. There's no real complex story or anything going on in it. When you beat Minecraft, the initial campaign or whatever there is,
If he did an interview now and it wasn't based on just strictly drama, like it was an open discussion, would it start with him talking about Fortnite? Just like how this somehow started off about Minecraft? Hey, DSP, why do you respond to negativity the wrong way? Well, Minecraft is in Walmart. Thank you for the dollar. Sure.
Big ups every
It
DSP
is.
introduction for the dollar. Hello everyone, my name is Phil Burnell, also known as Dark Sideaful, DSP, the king of hate, a married man, to
He
a
just
supermodel
stacked new
cat,
things on
former
the end
pro
of it,
fighting
too.
game player,
One day
ex-friend
his
of that
owning
toxic
the
guy
cat is
John,
gonna be part of his
ex-boyfriend
intro.
of Panda, not Asian Liana, and
Oh,
Master
shit.
Jasper.
Never mind, it's already in there.
Big ups guest for the
Thank you,
dollar.
doll.
If someone posted that in his chat they would be banned because it sounds like one of those spam comments that always gets posted in his chat.
Good
Feels
God.
bad, man.
The thing I like about Dark Side Phil's
Big
stream
ups
is
Graywin for the dollar. I watched one of
the
the back in
chill
time streams
atmosphere.
earlier and Dave mentioned his parents spent a lot of money to get him into a really good school. I love so that he wouldn't end up a beggar. Isn't it ironic that even after that he still turned into a beggar?
It should have sent him.
you're not, wow, I feel accomplished because I beat that game, and what an
What coulda
awesome
helped
story.
him out
And I love
in
those
the long
characters,
run?
and I'm
I don't know.
gonna want to go back to that over and over. No, that's not the kind of
Going to
game
any
it
kind
is.
of
It's a
school
game
doesn't
where you
mean
just
anything
literally
for
sit
him,
at your
though.
computer and you dig and you build stuff
Feels
and you
bad,
play with
man.
mods and you mess around.
Mods?
It's a dick around game. So I can understand why people like that, but at the same time, when people come on my videos of a masterpiece, a game from my childhood that I think is like an
Fire
amazing
Emblem? No.
game, and they go, Earthbound is boring.
Earthbound.
This game sucks and is boring. I'm gonna go play Minecraft. I want to shoot
He's still
myself
mad about
in the
this
fucking
specific
head.
Earthbound thing that
Because
happened
that's
all
like
these
the
years
common
ago.
mentality of what's happening with gamers these
He's
days.
still bringing up.
It's we just want to play this mindless game that it's just sit down, click, 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 click.
And now
Same
he
thing with Call
playing
of Duty. Look
Minecraft
how
once a
dumbed
week.
down Call of Duty
And if you
has
don't want to
become,
watch that,
and
he
all of a
shit
sudden
on
it's
you
the
and call you
biggest
an
selling
idiot.
game in the world right now. It's just anyone can jump in, anyone can shoot a few people, and then turn it off. And yes, that kind of game has a place, but don't come onto my content and insult a masterpiece from my past just because you are the kind of gamer that doesn't have that kind of perspective. All right, I've been around the block. I've been around for quite some time, so that's why I feel that I can see those things, and I don't look at older games. Sure, I don't like how every game on the Commodore 64 looks. I think
He completely changed the point of this dude question to be about this weird Minecraft Earthbound
it looks
thing.
like shit, but I'm not going to
It
say
wasn't even
shit on
about
those
that.
games because I
Like,
know there
it
was
was
a fan
part of
base
it,
for that
but
back then. So that was
the other part
the
of it
point
was
my
a
tweet,
book.
but it basically came out me saying Minecraft sucks ass. Fuck anyone who wants to play it, and that's how people read that tweet.
That's the way you worded it then.
Right.
So
and
Hazard,
that's one of the things that people was taking
Okay.
that comment.
You read my tweet wrong. I didn't mean
like basically
it.
how
You just
said
read it
somebody
wrong
came on
over
your
and
stream
over and over.
Basically just knocked. What game was he playing again? It was
Earthbound.
DSP doesn't
yeah.
understand my streams.
So,
he needs to watch them more.
Basically, like,
then he'll
when
understand
they
them.
said that,
He'll
like,
stop
this game
hating
is
on
boring,
them.
it sucks. I'm gonna go play Minecraft. He was like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
And that's exactly how people felt when the comments was made about Minecraft. Like, even though I think what people are generally looking for is not you to speak about how you feel about the game, but understand that I guess it's what you said there. It kind of goes really into the limitations of Twitter, specifically Twitter.
Big ups, Dark Ben, and now for the dollar 2013. Minecraft needs a complex story, good graphics,
I don't
and
know if
overall
it's helping
some gameplay.
the herding.
That is why I will never play it ever.
Why would a band
2019.
need to buy one?
Alrighty guys,
Who
it's my
knows?
weekly chill Minecraft session. I spent over 100 hours building. Top contrib gets to name something else.
This dude was in his late 20s screaming that Minecraft was for kids. And he's 37. And now Minecraft is for chill? I don't know. I guess it could still be for kids. I know it was, I think it was Plants vs. Zombies. This dude said it had a mobile game vibe or some shit.
But
just to avoid saying it was a
just to be
kid's
more mindful
game.
about how, I guess, like other gamers take it too, because that's one thing I'll admit. Gamers these days are basically really short attention spans.
Oh no!
That's why, again, like games like
the
Call of
stupid
Duty, these games
gamers
you just pick up really quick, play it for a minute,
fucking
and just move on, do
buffoons.
something else. That's why they're so successful, because short attention
Idiot
spans.
gamers in a short
That's
attention
the popular
span.
thing nowadays.
All right, real quick before we get to Nate's question,
God.
just in regards to this, it was also about addressing negativity. He was basically just saying, you know, if you see people talking shit, basically ignore them, I guess is what he was also trying to suggest as well. But in regards to Minecraft, I guess I like right now, I would disagree with you, but I'm not gonna insult you or people
Look how
who feel the
fucking
same way
nice
about
the
Minecraft.
these dudes
although
being.
there's
It's
not much
insane.
story to Minecraft, it
I
does
disagree,
breed a
but
lot of
I
creativity
don't want
and
to
what people
insult
can
you.
come up with. I think it's a little
I
bit more
gotta
than
hear that again.
you or people. Like right now, I would disagree with you, but I'm not gonna insult you or people who feel the same way about Minecraft. Because although there's
It's
not
an
much story to
insult.
Minecraft, it does breed a lot of creativity and what
It's
people
an
can
insult.
come up with. I think it's a little bit more than a time waster, and I too am from an era.
Wait a minute, I
the
thought you
Super
wasn't gonna
Nintendo was,
disagree.
like the biggest thing for me. I've been playing actually since the Atari days, so I can kind of see what you're talking about. But I guess I feel like it probably could have been worded differently, and you yourself said it probably could have, but you only have like 140 characters to try and talk about the subject.
Nice
And I
excuse.
do want to say
Nice
I
excuse,
apologize to
polar
anyone who was
man
insulted
thing.
thinking that I was saying that Minecraft is a horrendous game and you're an idiot if you play it. That's not the point I was making. Really what irked me was, like, you know, you take a look at videos on YouTube and, anyone who puts out a Minecraft video gets thousands of views just because they're playing Minecraft. And it's like, really?
Really?
Like, the game has become that big. It's like, if you're not playing Call of Duty and you're not playing Minecraft, you're not in the in crowd on YouTube anymore. And that's way different than when I started on YouTube. It's absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion, that these two games
What was it
are kind
when he
of
started on
dominating the
YouTube?
entire gaming scene.
That Call of Duty
so for someone to
dominated?
make a comment like
For
that
a
on
good
my
bit it was
content
like that, right?
kind of set me off. Yes, I did say I approached it the wrong
You
way.
wouldn't have
I
minded
should have
Street
just let
Fighter
it go.
dominated.
And as for the negativity comment that Hazard made, I will
If he was
publicly
already a
admit,
Minecraft player,
absolutely
wouldn't have mind.
100% this year in particular.
Definitely wouldn't have mind in.
Yes, I have been letting the negativity get to me, which I should not have done. If you remember when I started out on YouTube doing this full time, I said we're going to remain positive. We're going to keep pushing ahead.
Thankfully, we remained positive in 2013.
Ignore all the
Thank
bullshit.
God.
And we're going to keep
Big ups,
going.
Carabot
And
for a
unfortunately,
dollar. This redneck dude sounds like his family tree is a circle.
this year it did kind of get to me for
Thank you,
multiple
Donald.
reasons. Things, worries about myself,
I like,
my future, being able to do this
Camo
on the internet
Bear.
as something full time. this year really affected
Talking
me
about
because
the
I really
gamers?
wanted to move this
I
year.
got a gamer
and then
clip.
basically getting a
I
pay
didn't
cut
add
at
it
the
yet.
beginning of this year was a huge, devastating blow to me.
Might
I'm
be able to
stuck in
find it.
Connecticut basically because of it. And, you know, I've been a little bit, I'll be honest, I've been a little bit more sensitive this year about this kind of stuff. So I do have to make an honest effort to try to address these things properly, to understand what I'm saying is being viewed in the public eye, and that people may take it the wrong way, or I might not be able to say it the right way because I'm saying it on Twitter like an idiot.
Though worth 50.
And
I like how these two furries are so articulate and well-mannered.
It's the same
and
thing
then
you say
Phil comes
now.
on screaming and flubbing all his lines. Good to see
My
that Phil
God.
has never changed. Big ups. Also, where's Jane Fonda?
I'm still working on it.
And
But,
I will
thank you for that.
try to make an honest effort to be more positive.
So does that mean you and I are
I'm
gonna do
still
some
finding
co-op?
some really old ones I clipped a long time
Frogs
ago.
tipped $1.88. Hey Tevin, I'm out of the loop. Is it DSPS day off? Or
Yeah, it
is he
is.
panhandling at the local Walmart calling people
It's
kitten
been every
gingerly
Tuesday
for
now
not giving
for
him money?
a minute,
Keep it up, my
I
boomer.
think.
Big ups.
Which is a great day to miss on purpose as a gamer guy. Tuesday, the best day. Nothing's
Go ahead
gonna
and video
happen.
that.
Actually, yes, that's the big announcement on the stream tonight. Minecraft,
Big ups Minecraft.
the big project now.
All right.
Don't worry, he only
Nick, go
charged
ahead
to
with the
play
next
it 2 years later.
All right. Next question is, hey Phil, my
Wait.
We as gamers, all right, need to step up.
question is this: stating that you are no longer banning people, why was I banned from the King of Hate vlogs for giving you a fair and reasonable criticism?
We do need to step
about
up,
your
DSP.
dual hateful truth.
We do. We need to step up as
feature
gamers.
God of War and Gears of War Judgment. You stated that you were no longer going to be policing the comments and would consider banning someone under the circumstances of racism
Need
and
to step
sexism.
up.
That question was
Feel like
really
you're asking for
generalized, so
money.
I actually asked them, what was it that you said?
When I hit step up now, it's only about
They
YouTube.
didn't have it verbatim, but what he said was it was along the lines of this. I think it's pretty lame of you to group together these two games together for the hateful truth. To me, it sort of seems like it was rushed, as you did not take the time to make a separate review to cash in to get the video out while the games are relevant.
He calling
I
out
think
the
two separate
greed.
reviews would have been more appropriate.
Oh shit. What are we gonna do?
All right, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What are we gonna do,
first
Polar
of all,
Bear Man?
what I want to say is I get this all the time.
Uh-huh.
Phil, why did you block me from your channel when all I
This
said
is gonna
was an
take so
honest,
long
fair
to get into
criticism?
what the dude
And I'm
actually
like,
wanted to know.
Why would you
It's
even
never
bother
gonna
saying
even
that? 'Cause
happen
you can't
now.
prove it. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Like if the comment was deleted and the guy was blocked, you
Black?
have no idea what they really said. And what I'm finding more often than not is
What
that
the
people are
fuck is no
complaining
more
that they're getting
dollars? Wait.
Here's the other thing, guys, and I talked about
You know,
this
let me.
before, and I'll
I
say
gotta
it.
start this over. It's a very long one too.
Here's the other thing, guys, and I talked about this before, and I'll say it again. People who actually support me understand that when you tip $1, it doesn't really help that much because when you tip $1, PayPal takes 30 to 40 cents out of that.
Oh.
So every dollar tipped, I get like
Okay.
60 cents. So
I
the difference
see
here is,
now.
I want to support Phil tonight, so I'm going to, tip him. I was going to do $5 tips. I'll do a $5 tip because I know they take one fee versus, I'm just going to keep tipping $1 so
Greed
Phil
is
has to keep saying
massively
stupid shit
strong.
on his stream. And I know he doesn't get much money, but I still get my shout out. You see what I mean? That's what annoys me one of the most is that
Yes, the most.
tonight was literally a night of most people were just here to troll, and that pisses me off.
If he ever stop being an interactive streamer like on purpose and announce it, that's the first thing he's gonna bring up. People used to send me like really small amounts of money or whatever to say really stupid shit, and like I hated it, and you guys didn't like it either. Thank you for the dollar.
Big
That's
ups
the
bottom
first thing
text
you're
for
gonna
the
say.
dollar.
Guarantee
It's not
it.
about money. Actually, it is about money. Hint,
Oh.
hint. Gamers step up.
This could actually be a good one.
Oh, by the way, did you hear that snort?
blocked or banned.
Blocked.
And then I come to find out this was the guy who was spamming my video with
Don't
nasty
get
shit
blocked.
2 weeks ago, and I blocked him, and then all of a sudden he
Blocked?
realized he was blocked, so now he's acting,
Blocked?
oh, I'm innocent, I was the nice guy. So I'm not
It's
saying
the
that's
same
the
shit he
case in
tell us on
particular here,
pre-stream now.
but when you do
The,
hear
"Oh,
people
I'm
saying
innocent"
that,
thing,
I do want to say
everything.
you got to take it with a grain of salt, because a lot of people, they try to twist it to make them look like, oh, I was the innocent guy, you know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
The bottom line is, since
by
the
the way,
beginning of
Pat
2013,
agrees with me.
this is correct. I have not been
better
policing the
block
comments
him.
of my videos. If you remember, early this year, I basically granted amnesty to everybody across the board over the entirety of my YouTube career. I unblocked everyone. and it took a
Holy
while.
shit, he really went full circle. He banned way too many people way too early on, made it a big announcement that he was going to unban everybody and let everybody post everything. Everybody indeed posted everything, and then got negative comment videos. And then he shut them down completely.
How many Ambers does Bill Gates charge you to process this super chat?
It's bullshit. I don't know yet. I think I actually get
There was,
the
hundreds of
full
people
amount of
who've,
members.
done stupid shit on my
It's
videos
like
over
bits,
the
dude.
past several years. And I granted just general amnesty to everybody. I have not been actively reading the comments. The only videos that I really do actively read the comments on these days are my vlog style
you didn't read
videos,
them, though.
especially the ones where I'm trying to get feedback or I'm trying to get an idea from someone, like Hate Live.
Steal
a lot of the times
ideas.
I say that, leave a comment or whatever, and because I'm talking about this or that.
I only check the comments if I want to steal ideas.
Now, in this particular case, more than likely what happened
Sound
was that I
about
put
right.
out the review, and it was one of two things that happened. Either, number one, someone actually messaged me and said, Phil, there's someone trolling or getting into a nasty argument or
Really?
something on one of your videos. Go check it out because it's upsetting the people
This
in the
sounds
comments.
so
I've actually
fake.
been getting dozens and dozens
Really?
of these every month. People saying, there's someone so nasty, and we know you don't police your
Okay.
comments anymore, but we'd like you to go take a look.
In 2013, dozens of individual people per month was emailing this dude saying, Phil, the comment section for so-and-so video is super nasty. Could you please come ban people?
Because we're having a nice discussion about your video, and this guy's just being an idiot.
How
So
could
that
a
could've been
video game video even turn into that? What the fuck did he say?
in one case, maybe someone said there was something on that video that I needed to take a look
It's
at.
a
and
very
maybe
negative gaming
moderate.
video.
The only other reason,
I gotta
again, is if
moderate
I'm
it.
reading a vlog that I just put out and maybe I'm interested to see what's the feedback. So in that case, maybe I was looking for, feedback on what people thought
Stealing
about my
ideas?
reviews of the games. Now, in this guy's particular case,
Oh,
I
he
mean, it's
changed
months
his mind
later.
again.
I cannot tell you whatsoever what
So-
it was that caused me, if that was his
Let me
real
see
comment
here.
or not, to delete
21 minutes, 56 seconds in. Right.
Of you to group together these two games together for the hateful truth.
Like, we're not
To me,
even
it
talking
sort of
about the
seems
review
like it
shit.
was rushed, appropriate.
Well, what I want to say is, I get this all the time. Phil, why did you block me from your channel
This dude
when
is
all I said was
insane.
an honest guy's particular case? I mean, it's months.
It's just like a pre-stream. He gets a question that's already too elaborate for him. Then he takes out one small part of the question. Somehow it takes 2 minutes to talk about the part of the question, and he don't even have an answer to the question.
I cannot tell you whatsoever what it was that caused me, if that was his real comment or not, to
Right.
delete his comment and block him. You know what I mean?
Block.
I can't. It's months later. I wish
It
I
was-
had it
it's
in front of
months
me and I
later,
could
dude.
honestly tell you why it would irk
I
me.
wish I could
His
check.
comment alone, I could tell you just hearing that summary of it does sound negative.
of
Basically
course.
sounds to me like he's calling
Negative.
me out and he's trying to tell me that I'm just in it for the money, and so I just made the phone. Months later, I wish I had it in front of me and I could honestly tell you why it would irk me. His comment alone, I could tell you just hearing that summary of it does sound negative. Basically sounds to me like he's calling me out and he's trying to tell me that I'm just in it for the money, and so I just made this review just to cash in quick. I didn't really care about the games or the review, and I could have, you know what I mean? And that's an attack. Now, I'm not saying that's what he said, but it seems to me that if he wrote something like that, saying, you're a sellout, you're in it
boy.
for the money, that's going to get you blocked.
Oh,
Versus other
he
people
deserved
would
it.
say, okay, this might have been a better video if
That
it made
dirty
two. And if they
troll.
say it in the
He
fashion
deserved
that's
to get
intelligent
moderated.
and respectful, and I think you hit on
He
it at the
didn't
very beginning of the
respect
stream when you were
Phil.
actually talking about the people in the stream chat. I can accept criticism if you say it to me like a human being.
No,
and you don't say
really,
it to
really,
me
really
like
nice.
I'm some idiot 5-year-old kid and you're my parent scolding me, all right? Because the bottom line is this is my content. It's free. I'm providing it for you. It to me respectful. And I think you hit on it at the very beginning of the stream when you were actually talking about the people in the stream chat. I can accept criticism.
Like, you heard how the dude had to talk to him earlier. Well, I disagree, but I don't want to offend you. That's talking to him like a human being and not like a 5-year-old. It's talking to him like a 5-year-old to actually just disagree. That's the thing that gets you blocked. This dude is a fucking he's a baby
Say it
he's
to
a
me
baby
like a human
symbol.
being, and you don't say it to me like I'm some idiot 5-year-old kid. And
He's
you
a-
get to me
he's a
when you were
baby
actually talking
symbol.
about the people in the stream chat. I can accept criticism if you say it to me like a human being, and you don't say it to me like I'm some idiot
And he still
5-year-old
think this
kid, and you're
way.
my
You know he still think this way.
parent scolding
100%.
me, all right? Because the bottom line is this is my
100%.
content.
Especially
it's
with
free.
that bottom line
I'm
part.
providing it for you. If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to watch it. And I know I've said that thousands of times.
Yeah, and
I'm saying
thousands
it
of
again.
people left.
If you don't like something in a video, you have every right to post a comment about
Those
it.
kids
but do
out
it in
there.
a respectful and intelligent manner. Not with fuck Phil, fuck this,
He didn't say fuck this.
asshole.
Oh, he
you know,
didn't say
any of that
asshole
stuff.
either.
I'm not. It immediately shuts me down when I see something like that. And I'm not going to accept this criticism because obviously this guy isn't even intelligent enough to
Holy
say
shit,
it
now
in
he
an
calling other
intelligent
dudes
manner.
stupid.
So I can't give a definitive answer on this particular question because I'm not. I'm not in my shoes. What was it, 3-4 months ago when I wrote the review? I don't know exactly what the comment was, but a lot of the times people actually message me about this stuff and they say, Phil, I was banned. I'm not sure what
Get him out
happened.
of here.
And I unbanned them. I've unbanned probably, a whole bunch of people this
Whole
year.
bunch.
In particular, a lot of the times they say, Phil, you banned me. What happened? And I say, I don't remember even reading the comments for the past 2 days. How could I have banned you on a video that I put out yesterday? And then I go to their channel, but sure enough, it says they're blocked.
Yeah, it's because you
So I
blocked
end
them.
up unblocking them. So
Was
that
he
might be a
blocking people when he
factor,
was
too,
drunk
something's
in the middle of the
happening
night?
Where somehow people are getting blocked and it's not even me. And I don't know how that happens, but I've noticed that a few times this year too. So I wish I had a better answer for you, but I can't give you one.
Only DSP has invisible blocks. They happen in the middle of the night. Really weird that these blocks they happen overnight. Huh. What a convenient block to happen overnight. And it's a good thing back then, especially 2013, DSP always was sound asleep at night. Always asleep at night.
Not in my shoes.
Maybe somebody, I think somebody broke in this house every night just to block people. And then they left and closed the door and everything. That's probably what was going on.
When that happened, so I'm not exactly sure what the comment was.
Right,
Because he had a pretty strict schedule. He would sleep every night back then.
Like the full hard-on question for that. He did paraphrase it.
Feel like I got blocked in the middle of the night. What happened?
I think
I don't know, man.
With that, what people are getting concerned about.
I checked, and you're right. You are blocked.
A second part of this is this from.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's scroll too far.
Oh boy, what we got now? Nothing but a fishing club.
I know. I went too far.
Do you want me to just get the next question in the meantime? So for time's sake?
Yeah, go ahead. Go for that one.
Okay. All right. Here's one. This one is also kind of a lot of people said this together, so I'm sorry I'm not giving anybody in particular credit for this one.
Is it? Is it a book?
So it's, do you feel it is truly appropriate to make hateful, sexist, racist, homophobic, and otherwise malicious comments in your videos and on your streams?
What kind of
or is
question
this
is
simply
this?
just a persona meant to be humorous?
Do you think it's okay to be
being
hateful?
Cortez in Mass Effect 3, well, more recently Melee in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Why,
and so
yes,
on.
I think it's okay to be hateful. I
All right,
enjoy
well, anyone
it.
who's watched my content for
This is
more than
gonna
just
go
one
in
particular video
circles
where
a
I
lot,
may
isn't
be
it?
doing that knows that yes, this is an ongoing kind of running joke. I've always
It's gonna take a while, I think.
Big ups Anonymous for the dollar.
Everyone knows
so
this
this
is a
guy
joke,
wants
by the
to
way.
scold everyone who does him wrong, but if you scold him you're a troll and you deserve it. P.S. It's wheelchair symbol to tell people not to watch your stuff.
thought that as long
No,
as you're
dude, that's
doing
how you get the
comedy and
trolls
you
to
make
leave.
it blatant that it is comedy and that it's not like an honest racial feeling or
DSP the
sexist
comedian.
feeling, that if it's done that way and you get a laugh out of it, then you can do it. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Now, in this case, we're talking about game characters. So in the case of game characters,
Oh,
if you're going to
boy.
make jokes about them, they're not
Where's it
real.
going?
You can't hurt Cortez's
Razzo
feelings.
tipped $4.20.
Oh, that's okay.
Big ups. TBH, it sounds like 2013 Dark had it pretty easy. Waking up in a cold sweat with YouTube telling you that you blocked another 10,000 haters seems better than getting an email about getting your bank account overdrawn.
That is true.
Feels bad, man.
But thank you
Big
for the
ups.
420.
Cortez doesn't exist, okay? Not real. About game characters. So in the case of game characters, if you're going to make jokes about them, they're not real.
Did he forget about
You
this
can't
line
hurt
of
Cortez's
defense? Because I don't
feelings,
think he uses it
Cortez
anymore.
doesn't exist, okay? Now, in general, if we're just talking about, homosexuality, sure. Someone who's homosexual and they see me make a joke about homosexuality, maybe they will be offended if they don't realize that this is just a joke. So it really depends on your frame of reference. If you've been a fan of mine,
He limits it so much because why would DSP, like how often does he interact with any other real life people besides looking at like a profile picture in Twitch or some shit? So when is he gonna make fun of a gay person for being gay? He never talks to any gay people. The only time we get to see one is in the video game.
of person that I am. I am a joking person.
That
That's
alternate
part of the
lifestyle.
entertainment of watching
Those
my
games
videos.
shove it down his throat, dude.
I do not have any kind of ongoing like racist or bigoted or
Well,
sexist
no, he talked to
feelings
Twitch staff all the
whatsoever.
time.
I am
Never
a
mind.
very liberal person in that regard.
Very liberal.
I've had friends of all colors, all races, all sexual orientations my entire life. I don't hate on any one group in particular.
He
For
hates
me, I
on
almost
all
like to say
groups.
it's
He's
equal
Howard Stern.
opportunity hating because when you watch my videos,
Howard
you see I
Stern?
make fun of everyone. I make fun of myself.
Howard Stern?
So as long as you have a good
Italians?
sense of humor and you know
Howard
who I
Stern?
am in the right frame of
Oh.
reference, you would understand
I
that's what
want
I'm
him a
doing. I'm
Howard
just
Stern.
joking. But I can understand if there's an outsider, someone who's never seen a video of mine before, and the very first video they watch is the intro to one of the Dynasty Warriors games I played where I'm making all
Yeah,
these
Cheeky Chang.
Asian jokes, and they're probably like, oh my God, this guy's an asshole because he's such a bigot. But that's not the case. So I just want to throw that out there. No, it's nothing legitimate. It's nothing like that at all. I'm just kidding.
Looks like someone
Right,
had
so
too much
it's a
chili at
character. It's
Wendy's.
not really your personal feelings on the matter.
No, absolutely not.
All right. And because I am going to move on from that one just
Shout out to
because
Gex.
I mean that I think you really nailed it with the answer on that. Anyways, it's a frame of reference. I actually watched a video of yours that you was talking about, like the Duke Nukem Forever review.
The Duke Nukem Forever.
That I forget the girl's name.
You like that review?
That reviewed it. Right. She had no frame of reference.
Oh
of the
my
actual
God!
game
Of
because
course
she was,
he
like, only 20
agrees.
years old when she did the
How
review.
dare you?
So she was like 5 years old when she played the game. So
yeah, how would
These
she possibly
boomers.
understand that era and what they were going for when they were designing that game? You couldn't. She was the wrong person to review that
Oh
game.
boy!
Right. So I mean, that kind of gives a good example of I guess what you're talking about there. Like if you just jump in and you hear the gay jokes and stuff, and you don't know, well, never seen Dark Side Field before.
Yeah,
that's
man,
what
you got to
becomes
be a Duke
off-putting.
Nukem Forever fan to understand.
The question I was looking for, it kind of directly relates to that previous one, was Voodoo 51292 made a question
graphics
video,
card?
basically saying, I don't know where this question mark came from.
Come
but
on.
How you inspired him to make his own channel.
Oh.
Recently, he unsubscribed to you because of the controversy on Twitter and streams that
Oh,
you
no.
respond to fans negatively. My question is, did you watch the video of not only Voodoo 51292, but other people who have been with you along the ride since you started making
Holy
videos
shit!
on
Wait a
YouTube?
minute, I gotta look this up now.
Of not only Voodoo 51292, but other people who have been with you along the ride since you
51292.
started making videos on YouTube. If so, how do you feel
Oh
about
yeah,
this?
yeah. It's the classic. This
Hello guys, what's going on? It is Voodoo.
the classic 29 minutes special vlog why I unsubscribed from DSP Gaming. So that's Voodoo. I was hoping I would get one I never saw before.
Well, unfortunately, no. I don't know what he's talking about. I did not see any video.
Don't know what the fuck
Unfortunately,
you're talking
here's
about.
the problem: is that when you
Whoops.
have a big
No
audience,
clout for you, sir. I'm
you
sorry.
get so many people throwing things at you at once that you
That
don't
was
know
like the
what
most
is something
popular
legitimate and what's
negative
something
video
someone's
about
trying
him
to be a
back
dick
then.
about.
Come on.
So unfortunately, daily I get people, oh Phil, can you check out this video? And they'll tweet it to me, or they'll send me a PM. Phil, this is important. Can you watch this? And
He watched that
unfortunately,
fucking
it's just
video.
too
I
much
bet
for
you
me to
he did
keep
back
up
then.
with. So this guy, I don't know if he ever did send me the video.
You just don't know
or
the
whatever.
username. If he
But
saw
I
that
did not
Royal
see his
shirt, he'll
video,
know who
so
it
I'm
is.
not sure what exactly he's talking about. But I think we already pretty much sufficiently addressed the whole Twitter situation that I shouldn't be arguing with people on Twitter. It's kind of dumb, especially because I can't intelligently express myself.
Man, that did not work
again,
out, huh?
I do apologize if it
You
is
still
the
argue with
Minecraft
people on
situation
Twitter.
or whatever situation he's talking about. If there was something that I personally, pissed him off
And
or
complain
upset
about
him
YouTube
about,
on his
He
off
was
days.
I'm
actually.
not sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I said I wouldn't interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, because I really don't have anything else to say because I don't know what he specifically he's talking about.
His video, he was very calm, kind of like the way I'm speaking to you right now, and he basically, it's kind of like
Babying
the same
him
feelings
again.
it has or had. It's just over time.
He
a
was-
lot of
he was
the-
very
the
calm,
way
just
that
like
fans are
me.
handled negatively. Just the negativity in general is kind of what's just off-putting for him. That's really what it was about.
These people
He even
are
showed off
ridiculous with this.
one of your T-shirts
That's
just to show that like he was a huge supporter, and
Oh yeah, I forgot. he
brought
had
up a
the
whole bunch of
t-shirt on
facts,
it.
kind of I guess to legitimize his claim.
Well, you see, and here's something
Here's
else that I
the
do
thing.
want to say about the subject
Bottom line?
is, unfortunately, there are some people who obviously are starting the trolling movement against me.
The
And it
movement.
really has become a smear campaign at this point, where
Oh, no.
someone will say something really stupid, all right, something insulting. They'll blatantly
Mid
insult.
2013, the
And
movement.
so I'll go back at him because I'm an idiot. Instead of ignoring it like I should, I'll go back at him. And immediately that's it. Look at this. Look what Phil just said to me on Twitter. Holy shit, spread the word. Phil's an asshole. I'm a fan, and look what he said to me. It's like, yeah, but look what you said first.
Of course.
You insulted me. You probably personally pissed me off because you insulted my work. You called me lazy.
Wow,
you said
insulting
I was a sellout.
his
You did
work?
something, obviously, to irk me enough.
Insulting his work. It would just be wife now, of course. But insulting my work. Well, what can you even insult then? Now he said that's the one thing you can insult. But what could you insult then? You either can talk about how he looked or what he does. And his work is what he do. Insulting my work. That's
Actually
pretty
respond
special.
to you in a pissy manner.
What
so
an
obviously
adult.
something happened there. You know what I mean?
Oh no, he.
What an adult.
I mean, when I'm talking about the negativity, he didn't say anything to you specifically. It's
fucking
just
work.
things that he observed that made him like that. Like I said, this guy was very level-headed. He
Right.
seems like he cares a lot about you and your content.
He's the raccoon or whatever
and he
bugged
kind of
out.
just feels down because he feels like a lot of the negativity is unnecessary. Kind of like what Hazard said. He's like, hey, just don't listen to them. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, keep doing your thing, man.
I completely agree on that point.
$3.30. This is why you are the best streamer. It's nice of you to stream for the differently abled. Kekon Vision is a smash hit.
Thank you for the 330.
Like I already
Big
said
ups,
about Hazard's point,
Kekon Vision.
it was funny because when I first started on YouTube, if you notice, I wasn't on Twitter.
This is all thanks
I
to
wasn't on
the
Facebook.
master talent of
I didn't
Mr.
have a
Stuffs.
website, and it was just me making
Everybody's a
content.
furry.
Yeah.
And I loved, even though I loved the interactivity that I had with the fans talking on the comments of the videos, but that's pretty much the only interactivity that I had. It seems that over the years now, as this has become my profession, now it's necessary to be on Twitter, to be on Facebook, because you need to have this information, a way to disseminate the information. Now that I have multiple channels, I'm on Twitch, it's almost impossible to keep up with what's going on unless you have one central place to do it. And that's what I've kind of made Twitch and Facebook. The problem now is,
One central
unfortunately,
place
I
is
need
two?
to stop letting
Big ups
these idiots
Facebook.
who do say stupid stuff to me on there get to me and then turn it into something negative. So I do agree there.
All right. This is my last question. You constantly blame the game when you die or make a mistake. Is that just a rage thing for you, and later on acknowledge that you are the one that's at fault,
This
or do
would
you
be
always
good.
think it is just a game?
So what are we gonna get? We're gonna get it's a joke. Everyone knows it's a joke, and people that don't get it complain about it and somehow never get it, but I still do it. He won't say all of that. We're gonna get that one, or we're gonna get I don't know where else he could really go with it. It's all for fun, man.
From Killed by Death 2112.
All right, great question, because this one's going to give you some history on
Or he can just say it's all an act. I forgot about that one. That's the other one he can go with. Because he pretty much told us that on Twitter recently. And he said that in a really old video, too. I don't know. Maybe it was in this. Maybe that was another clip I forgot
that
about.
no one knows, because I haven't ever talked about this in my podcast
Guess we'll
or
see.
anything yet. Well, I used to do the exact same thing
What the hell?
in the competitive Street Fighter community. I would always, because back then we're not talking in the
All right.
recent, say, 5 years.
Thought
We're
I
talking
lost
back in the days
internet or
of the
something.
arcades. When you went to an arcade, you had to play on a cabinet, so you were forced to use whatever control setup was there, whether it worked or not. Okay, so I would go to the arcade and I would play, and whenever I lost, I would say, "This fucking joystick's broken. This button doesn't work. This button stuff." You know, I would make excuses, but it was funny. People loved it. They were like, "Wow,
People
Phil-
loved it.
Phil
So
does this
funny.
Every time he loses, they
It
would
was
love to see me rant
hilarious.
after I lose a match. I'd be like, "This is bullshit." I walk away from the machine.
Wait. I mean, I can see some random dude seeing that as funny, but if you actually lost to DSP and he said, "This is bullshit. I lost because of fucking bullshit," you might be a little annoyed that the dude was like basically saying you didn't win legit.
And then it kind of
I don't
translated
know.
itself later on into my YouTube
It sounds like
stuff
something a child
when I
would like,
started playing
DSP.
on
I don't
YouTube,
know.
But it depends on the situation. So here's a
You want me
perfect
to run your
example.
fucking tournament
And some
for
people
you?
who don't play fighting games won't believe me, all right? But if you've played fighting games and you've played them online, you're going to understand. Today I
You
tried
wanna
to play
play the
Injustice
fucking
earlier on a
game?
stream. There's a
I was
DLC
there.
character. Yes, Zatanna came out for Injustice.
Zatanna?
I said, I want to play this, and she looks good. I play it offline. No lag whatsoever because I'm playing it offline. I'm loving it. I'm doing crazy combos with her. I'm able to do everything I want. Great. All right, let's take it online. The instant I fucking take it online, massive amounts of lag. Everything I do is delayed by half a second, but you can't see it. That's the problem with lag in matches. You can't see it a lot of the time. It's just
So is this is this the funny part about it, or
Big ups Anonymous
when does
for
the
the
funny
dollar.
part
He was
come
the king
in?
of love, dude.
I was pushing down
Where
on my
does the
joystick.
funny
It would
part
be half
come
a
in?
second before my character would
Everyone
even go.
laughed in the
So for me to
arcade,
be able to play
but it's
that,
not
especially
funny
for someone who
on
came out of the
in the
competitive
video.
fighting game world and playing in person with
I thought it
actual
used to be
reactions
funny.
to things going on in the game, that's like the worst possible scenario for me. So I was raging on the stream, and of course you get the idiot.
So the rage was
Phil's
real?
a liar. There's no lag. He just sucks
And
at
the rage in the
everything. I'm like,
tournaments is
whatever,
fake.
man. You know, you're always going to get those people. If that's the situation and there's legitimate nonsense going on, that's when I rage. And yes, that was legit rage today, because the lag basically ruined my experience with this DLC character that I wanted to.
This dude basically asked him about his entire history as a fucking gamer, and he says, "Yeah, my rage today was real." Well, what about the rage last week and the last month and the last 2 years before that and 3 years before that and 4 years before that? Oh, the rage today was real, man. So this, I guess, this is not the one when he straight up say it's an act. Oh, okay.
And by the way, well, I actually
By
think
the
he's
way,
a really good character. In other
agrees with me.
playthroughs, so if I'm just playing any Joe Schmo
Okay,
game,
here
I'm
we
playing
go. Other
Uncharted, I'm playing
playthroughs.
Halo, and I just
Ham it
die,
up.
there's a lot of times where I will rage, and it's a joke. It's me.
Oh,
It's an
we all
ongoing
know.
thing
It's
of
a
a character
joke.
that I've done
His
since my
character.
teenage years in the arcades, and people loved it back then, and they love it now. Now, admittedly, there are a group of people out there who don't like it. They think that Phil is attacking the game. Phil is insulting this great game. How dare he say it's the game's fault? You have to understand.
I feel like, and this is still the way he will word this now. I feel like if this is an issue and it's a long-going issue, you might want to change how you do your rage to not specifically actually piss people off. But of course, instead of changing how he do his apparently fake rage, he does not change it and just complain about the people that don't like
This is
it.
entertainment. This is not a professional level playthrough of the game. And this is what I tell everyone, everything. It's a playthrough, not a walk.
Fake rage and ham it up and all of that, and everybody know it's a joke. But if you tell him to play a game he don't like Street Fighter V, he tells you, "No, man, I can't play that. I don't want to suffer. You guys want me to suffer. I'm all about having fun. It's not about suffering." But it's a joke, and everybody know it's a joke, and he's just having fun. But games of suffering?
Through. My content is made to entertain, not necessarily to inform
like 7
you
different
on the
plot
best way
lines.
to play the game. All right. So understand that a lot of the time that is for entertainment purposes only. But if you're seeing it in a fighting game and I'm playing online, 9 times out of 10 that's legit, because fighting games suck online.
Oh, sometimes it might not be legit.
Why do you hate Kojima?
Kojima.
I do not hate. Here, let me put it this way. I don't hate Kojima. I hate Kojima fanboys.
Oh boy.
Let's put it that way. Because it's fine to respect the work of someone, especially someone like him. He's put out a very long, respectable line of games. Obviously, it's a tough thing to make all these games tie
I don't hate
into each
Kojima.
other.
I hate the
with
people that like
not
him.
only the
Elm
story and
That's
the
how you get
characters,
him.
but the technology and the themes.
No,
That's
it's
how you
not
get 'em.
fucking funny, ack. It can be hurtful. Lag kills. Y'all. Also, did Phil just admit he's the Og fake raged kid?
No, it's not a funny fucking meme. It's something that could ruin someone's goddamn fucking life. You're fucking bad! Sheep sniping fucking bitch, man!
Yes, he is the original fake rage kid.
He's had in the back of his games.
Everyone
are really,
knew it was
he's
a joke.
really good writer and a really good
It
storyteller.
was just Phil trying to have fun.
I don't necessarily
And
like
then
the
the trolls
gameplay of a
came
lot of his
around.
games, but that's my personal
And they talked
opinion.
about
And
Kojima.
you can agree or disagree with it, and that's fine. But for the people that, for me, how dare Phil play a
Phil.
game made by Hideo Kojima,
Kojima?
not play it at a master level, and then when he fails, how dare he even invoke the name of our God? You know, and that's kind of what the reaction
go
is a lot
so
of the time with his
extreme
stuff.
about it.
It's this
Goddamn.
incessant, insane fanboy worship of this guy. And
So
I like to joke
fucking
about it. When I just played Metal Gear
goddamn.
Solid 1, I said,
Holy
the
crap.
Kojima World Order's coming. You know, where he's taking over the world. Because,
Everyone
you know,
is like an
his games are
actual
so good. Metal
drone
Gear Solid 5's
Kojima
coming out
fan
in the
or some
fall.
shit.
That's it. The world's going to end. He's going to be the world dictator. You know, and that's what I mean. If you watch my content, you know the stuff that I'm saying in the frame of reference is a joke. A lot of these people, oh, it's a Kojima fanboy. Oh, I heard some guys bashing Kojima. And then they go watch the video and they hear me make a joke about Kojima, and that's it. Oh, my God. Now it's time to make 2.5-hour hateful montages about Phil. You know what I mean? Like that. It's out of hand. I just don't understand that kind of mentality.
Those
I personally
hate
respect a
montages
lot of
about
people in the gaming
Phil
industry, even if I don't necessarily
by
like
the
their
Kojima
games.
World
Like,
Order.
let's face it, I don't like
Awful,
Minecraft that much,
awful
but
humans.
Notch, the developer, obviously did
Natch?
something right. He's an ingenious man, and now he's a millionaire because of it. So I'm not going to hate
a
on
billion
him.
now, isn't it?
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't have
Well-
to love him and kiss his ass. And these people are not above criticism, and people
technically
should
it would be.
stop trying to protect these people from criticism, because criticism helps when it's done in the right manner.
Okay.
When
I
does
think we have
criticism
time for,
help
like, one or
DSP?
two more questions, or how many do you have?
I
I actually can't think of a time
All
it
right, that's
did.
cool. Because I apologize. We're almost at that 70-30.
And the only time I could think of criticism kind of maybe possibly helping was if money was attached to the thing that was part of the criticism. Like, oh, well, you're the best already, DSP, but if you went to Twitch and accepted bits, you would be even better. And you just go to Twitch to get the money.
But
and
he thought
then
it
the
was
dude
gonna
that told him to go to Twitch was like, oh, he listened to me.
It was
well,
not
yeah,
done
he
on
did,
purpose.
but it was just
All
to get
right.
money.
This is a kind of brief question. I might actually add a little bit onto this, but the question is, before you actually adopted live streaming, you was very adamant about not wanting to switch over. You was more comfortable using the camera. A lot of your fans actually prefer.
I can't wait to hear DSP. I hope he go into his little thing like he do nowadays. I can't wait to hear his opinion on his own streaming in 2013. Because if you ask him about 2013 now, this year didn't even fucking exist damn near. He didn't even count as being a streamer back then. He was just doing it to fool around, and it was fan interaction.
To this day, actually.
So I'm interested to see how he was going to market it.
Footage. Just
oh, my viewers love it, man.
This,
paraphrasing.
Why did you make fun of streaming and the direct capture, and then directly turn around and adopt it? And this is from Captain.
Is all about subscriptions. You gotta subscribe. Get those custom emotes.
Of course,
and
this
shit.
happened after.
Subscribe. That's why everyone over there
3 years
is all about their subs.
Okay.
Okay.
First of all, that's not what happened whatsoever. It wasn't like a night and day change where one day I said, I hate streaming. It's really bad. And then I turned around the next day I said, I love streaming. It's really good. You know, that never happened. What
it happened 3 years
was
later.
A progression of
What's it for?
YouTube,
Closer to 4.
a progression of business on YouTube, and the way that people do
He's
stuff
gonna pretend
with
like
video
it took
games
months
on YouTube,
instead of weeks.
All right? So
maybe
let's be
even
honest.
days.
Outside of myself, how many other people
He
were
ignored
using a
people for a
digital
long
camera
ass
to
time.
film their television screen and were actually being pretty successful on YouTube? Can you name one? Because
I honestly
Ego
can't
trip
think
for
of
some
any,
reason.
But, I guess more to the point.
That's how you start off
'cause
answering a question,
I
I
can't pull
guess.
up the video, and I don't want to be that guy that pulls up the video or whatever.
Yeah,
but
the
you
Evil
answered
AJ
this
video.
question on King of Hate. You said it's
I think
something
it
you were
might have been.
considering, but it would probably be months down the line, and then I guess it was a spur of the moment thing. But
Yo,
you and
he
John Rambo
debunked the fuck
went
out
and
of
bought
him.
2 cap. And
Holy
can't
shit!
pull-
No,
I
he
honestly
just told everybody here that it wasn't just overnight. It wasn't a spur of the moment thing, and then immediately this dude come in.
Of any, but I
And
guess
he already
more
got
to the
him.
point, because I can't pull up the video, and I don't want to be that guy that pulls up the video or whatever. But you answered this question on King of Hate. You said it's something you were considering, but it would probably be months down the line, and then I guess it was a spur of the moment thing. But you and John Rambo went out and bought.
I was going to bring that up too.
They
did it just because Rambo was there and he had all the
2 or 3 days
information
later,
already.
you were already direct capturing
2 or
and
3
streaming.
days
So I think it
later.
was jarring because
It
you're
was
like, I'll do
jarring.
down the line, and then it just randomly happened.
Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah, all right. So I
All right.
understand that.
It wasn't just
the
overnight,
best I
dude.
found in my life,
Well,
the
it
best
was
way
overnight.
to make a
Okay.
big transition is just to get it fucking done.
$40 minutes in. I hope I could at least hit a start of it again.
You know, and that's kind of what the reaction is a lot of the time. When invoke the name at a master level, and then when his games are and it's a joke.
I gotta hit
They
a
have-
direct
don't
capture
understand.
shit
Game
again.
Obviously did something, but I mean, Titanic.
Okay.
This is nonsense.
Around the next day, I said, I love change.
Okay.
First of all, that's not what happened whatsoever. It wasn't like a night and day change where one day I said, I hate streaming. It's really bad. And then I turned around the next day, I said, I love streaming. It's really good. Very few people using a camera on YouTube. There's years
That's
of
ridiculous,
25
man.
denying.
That's
a
ridiculous.
smaller, maybe more dedicated fan base because they've just been
Was
along
it
with
was
me
it
for
a
the
little
ride.
bit before
But
this?
if you
Let me
want
just
to
go
see
back to the
Like,
stupid
I'll do
animal.
down the line, and then it just randomly happened.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So I understand that. The best I found in my life, the best way to make a big transition is just to get it fucking done. Not to drag it out, not to have 5's coming out in the fall, that's it, the world's going to end, he's worried about it. When I just played Metal Gear Solid, fanboy worship of this guy. And I like to joke about it. When I just played Metal Gear Solid 1, I said, oh, the Kojima World Order's coming.
2 real-life minutes?
Not what happened whatsoever.
Within 2 real-life minutes.
Okay. First of all, that's not what happened whatsoever.
How?
It wasn't like a night and day change where one day I said, I hate streaming, it's really bad. And then I turned around the next day I said, I love streaming, it's really good. Okay.
How?
Yeah, all right, so I understand that. The best, I found in my life, the best way to make a big transition is just to get it fucking done. Not to drag it out, not to have years and years or months of build up. And I knew at some point I was going to have to do direct capture because everyone on YouTube is now using direct capture. There's very, very few people using a camera and doing stuff on YouTube anymore. And the bottom line is direct capture's visual quality is better than using a camera. I actually always agreed on that. I always said my camera is almost as good as direct capture. So that's why I said it was acceptable. But over the years of doing this, you know, starting in 2008 is a hobby. Who cares what my quality is? 2010, I had to take it more seriously because it was my job. So here it is, 2013. I have to do something when all of my competition around me is using a better technology than I am. I have to change or else I'm going to become extinct. That's the bottom line. Sure, I'll still have
3 years to do
smaller,
something.
maybe more dedicated fan base because they've just been along with me for the ride. But if you want to see these new consoles coming out in the fall and you want to see their graphics,
the PS4.
you want to see them from a camera, or do you want to
wait.
see direct capture so you can actually tell the difference in the graphics? That's the real question here. And of course, the answer is
he should have did it when the new consoles came out. And as a matter of fact, his reason for not doing it just when the new consoles came out,
Well, I don't want to try to do new technology when these new consoles are out, man. You know, I'm trying to play new games and I'm trying to learn how to do stuff. I can't do that, man.
But it would have, if he just practiced how to do the stuff ahead of time, it would have worked out. The PS4 could have came out day one. He got the new capture direct feed set up day one on Twitch, and he got the partnership already because he talked to people behind the scenes. Could have been a big deal. But no, DSP and Rambo went to Best Buy on a Saturday. And that's how he entered the world of direct feed.
Coming. Now,
and the rest is history.
I will tell you right now, I think that the audio quality of the game sounds better with direct capture, but the audio quality of my voice does not sound as good right now as it used to. And I've openly, publicly said this too. Because whatever it is with these microphones, the things that you use for direct capture, it doesn't sound like you're in the room with the person. It sounds like the guy is literally an inch from your ear talking directly into your ear. If they talk too loud, the microphone pops, blows your headphones out. I don't like that style of audio. I just don't. And in addition to that,
this is such a lame thing to complain about because he don't watch his own videos. He don't watch his own videos, but he want to record his videos in a specific way that only he would watch. Cat don't even watch his videos.
Right now, for this podcast, I'm wearing headphones. And for every day when I work, I have to wear headphones now. If I showed you the picture of the wires running across my living room floor, when my parents come to visit me, they say, this is like a fire hazard. Like, what, you know, this is gonna burn down in your sleep. And I said, well,
so they say it is a fire
hazard. Condo, so I'll smell the smoke and I'll get out before it burns down.
That's
but
gonna
it's
work
just
out.
a hideous mess. And I knew it was gonna be a hideous mess. When
that's one people always enjoy.
My living room floor. When my parents come to visit me, they say, this is like a fire hazard. Like, what, you know, this is gonna burn down in your sleep. And I said, well, luckily it's only a 2-room condo, so I'll smell the smoke and I'll get out before it burns down. But it's just a hideous mess. And I knew it was gonna be a hideous mess. My original plan was that I was going to hopefully move this year. I don't know where I was gonna move, but move to a bigger place, have a room that I could call my office, and have a place where I could set up direct capture equipment in an efficient and neat manner to avoid what the nightmare that I have in my living room right now, okay? But the bottom line was, after everything that happened earlier this year, I took a pay cut. I saw my views were starting to decline a little bit. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to be able to move this year because of that. So it's either die this year because I'm only using a...
The best part is, I thought he was talking about his Connecticut place. Not Connecticut. His Washington place. When he was talking about his parents with the fire hazard. No, of course he meant Connecticut. But the Washington place is literally the same way now anyway. Just a bunch of wires across the floor and a fire hazard.
or make this giant leap to this new technology. And I knew it was going to be hard, and I knew there were going to be road bumps, which there have been. Here I am, 6 months later, I still wouldn't say that my quality is 100%. I'm still using new mics. I'm using a new mic for the first only a week now. Now I got a camcorder to try to do vlogging live. So I'm still tweaking it. It's still going to take some time to perfect it, but it was a necessary change that needed to happen. And instead of having this big buildup and saying, this summer I'm going to do it, so here's a 6-month wait period, get your views now on my camera until it goes away, I said the best.
I guess he don't really care about the Washington place because it's pretty much just his office with the bad wise. Once he get out of that room, everything looks nice, I assume. But of course, the office looks terrible.
Make a major change like this is just to fucking do it. Get off my ass, get to the store,
But back then, the
buy
whole
shit,
place looked
hook it
bad.
up, try to get it to work. And the bottom line was, I think that actually worked out because now I'm able to live stream and direct capture. I'm doing things with live streaming that I was never capable of doing before, like doing the Hate Live podcast, having an interactive Ask the King when I answer fan questions. So in that regards, it's actually aided me to create better content overall, and it was something that had to happen. Now, I think in particular in this question, the guy said, why did you hate on people who used to do direct capture? So I'm going to address that so people don't say I pussied out, okay? What I said was I don't agree with people who their entire gaming existence is sitting squinting at a small computer screen in front of them with tiny headphones on.
This isn't even what he said back then, but the way he's saying it now make it kind of sound worse in a different way.
Squinting and leaning over trying to play a game.
I don't
with their
agree
PC.
with you as a gamer.
I'm not saying that
if you can't play with surround sound and lean back on the couch.
I personally know a lot of people can't afford.
I don't agree with you as a gamer if you have to play that way, but I understand that some people have to play that way. What? What just happened?
And direct cap that actually worked out. That had to happen. Now, I think in particular in this question, the guy said, why did you hate on people who used to do direct capture? So I'm going to address that so people don't say I pussied out, okay? What I said was I don't agree with people who their entire gaming existence
I don't
is
agree
sitting,
with you.
squinting at a small computer screen in front of them with tiny headphones on.
Okay, so you don't
squinting
agree.
And leaning over trying to play a game at their PC.
Right.
I'm not saying that that's not the situation for some people. I know it is. I personally know a lot of
Okay.
people can't afford a big TV.
So I don't agree with the way you play games, but I know you can't afford to play a better way. You broke boy. I just don't agree with how poorly you play these games. If you get the way I'm trying to say it, when I say how poorly you play.
Can't afford
Sounds
a
good to
surround
me.
sound system. And if that is your situation,
And now he lean in and squint at everything. Because he got, 30-something inch that he could play games on?
fine. I'm not hating on that person. What I'm saying is I don't feel that's the environment that gaming was meant to be experienced in. If that were the case, why are games have 5.1 surround sound that sounds amazing with the surround sound system
crazy,
and just
dude.
okay in surround sound headphones? Why do they have
This is for other people to watch, DSP. It's for other people to watch. Like, you don't put I'm not going to put a webcam behind my head and you see me look at the screen and then I talk to the camera or some weird shit. You see it this way. It's just like how you don't aim the camera at the TV and sit on the couch. Not if you don't have to, and he was doing that in 2012. But he's like, oh, well, it's more fun for me to have surround sound and to be able to lean back in the couch and be able to relax and be able to go on as many breaks as I want. Well, that's not what the viewer likes, DSP. You get a lot of people to watch you because you do stuff that they like, not stuff that you want to do. And for some reason, they still don't get it. You still don't get it.
insanely high-res graphics and details.
Mr.
Because they want
Suffering.
you to play it on a giant, vibrant TV and have it
I
blow
can't
your
do that,
mind.
man.
Not
I
on
don't
a
wanna
small
suffer.
18-inch monitor.
I wanna have
Has
fun.
a low frame rate, and it's you have to basically hunch over it to fucking play it. The particular people who I was addressing were people who became hugely popular all of a sudden on YouTube because they had this little face cam and they were hunched over their.
No, he already changed what he was talking about again. So it started off, I wasn't calling anyone out. I was just saying I don't agree with that way of playing games. Then right after that, he said he understands some people have to play games that way. Then right after that, oh well, I was calling certain people out. We called people out for using direct capture. What?
With their headphones, screaming into it like they were scared little ninnies, and it became
So
this fad on
PewDiePie.
YouTube to do this.
That has
So
nothing
I
to
was
do
saying,
with
no,
what
I'm
the
not
dude
going to
even was
adopt
talking
that
about.
just because a couple people did it and became insanely
He
popular.
massively
And
changed
I
the
don't actually
subject.
like
Holy
that
shit.
setup, and I will say to this day, I do not like headphones. I like just listening to my surround sound better. But for the purposes
massively
of the
changed the
overall
subject.
quality of my videos, especially the visual quality, and that people wanted
Phil,
better
why
visual.
did you hate on people that use direct capture? I never said I hated on people that use direct capture. I just don't agree with people that lean in and squint at a tiny computer monitor. But I understand people that don't have a lot of money have to play games that way. I was calling people out that screamed at a webcam. Huh?
Quality, and with the new consoles coming out, I was going to have to do it.
So what, should
I
he
decided
scream
to
at a
just make the jump
camcorder
and make the
instead?
change pretty
That's
much
it.
overnight.
Scream
and
at a
that's what happened.
camcorder.
Okay, just real quick then. I guess like more of like a yes or no since you've addressed this enough.
All right, yes
then
or
do you
no?
feel that people who do it that way are wrong? Just I guess do you feel that they're doing it the wrong way and they
No.
shouldn't be bothered?
He
It's
said
like
they
I
were
said,
doing it
let
the
me put it
wrong
this
way.
If these people had unlimited money, don't you think they would run out and buy a big TV and a surround sound system too? You know what I mean? If you could have that in your living room, wouldn't you do it? More than likely, it's a matter of means. They don't have
What if they're a streamer, DSP, like the people you called out?
to do that. And I'm not hating on
This is
people
silly.
who don't have enough money to go buy a surround sound system and buy a big screen TV and enjoy games the way that I have had the absolute luck and honor and privilege of the past several years when I was filming with my camera. But don't say that I'm doing it wrong. That's what was pissing me off. You're telling me I'm doing it
He
wrong
just told
because
people
I'm
they were
filming
doing
with
it
the
wrong.
camera, and I'm actually using all the things that this game was designed to be played
He
on.
just told
That's
people
absolutely
they were
ridiculous.
doing
No,
it wrong.
what they're doing, if you're seeing
Don't
people
tell me
who
I'm doing
are
it
playing
wrong.
games hunched over their computer
You're doing it
just
wrong.
for the fact because they want to direct capture and put videos on YouTube, they're doing it wrong. They're taking an experience out of the game that was meant to be experienced because they've decided, they made the active decision that they want to just make videos for YouTube.
So
At that point, it becomes not
he's
gaming for gaming's sake. It becomes gaming for popularity's sake, and that's not something that I like.
Yes.
I like to play games because I enjoy games, not because I.
wow. It's almost like DSP doesn't want anybody to pass him up or be any competition.
Big ups wheelchair symbol love
Shocker.
a money with
Wasn't-
wings
didn't
helicopter
he do it for
moon viewing
popularity?
ceremony. Big ups for the dollar. Hi Dark Man, thank you for the stream.
My God.
Earlier I watched a short video from the Air Force about a 100-year-old veteran pilot who was a Tuskegee Airman in 1943. Not exaggerating, this 100-year-old man looked better and was in
He'd
better
probably
shape
have a
than
better back too,
DSP,
huh?
U.S. Outlying Islands Eagle
And he
Fire.
can drive on the highway. God damn it.
Do it to make money. I never
Life
intended
is
it
unfair,
to ever
dude.
be something that was going to make me money. I just kind of happened
This
into
dude is
it
a
by
massive
complete
fucking
chance.
gatekeeper. Holy
I
shit.
think what the captains
For the
and
entire
a lot of
internet.
people, and even I've had this question along with.
Like, he tell us all the time now, he used to make the weird jokes and he said all the sexual stuff to get extra viewers and to be edgy on purpose. But people that made videos with the intent of getting people to watch them, what a weird thing to do. People that made videos with the intent of getting people to watch them, they shills and sellouts, and they only started doing it to make money. And to get views. And it's a horrible, horrible thing that those people want to make money and get views. That should be Phil's money and his views. They're being greedy.
Your views on like direct capture, specifically like people being hunched.
Everybody
over
else is
keyboards,
jealous
that-
except for this dude.
I mean, I can agree with like
Everybody else
maybe
jealous.
other popular YouTubers out there like PewDiePie. Or they have a gimmick of acting stupid in front of the camera, and that's how they're getting their views and stuff. I wouldn't.
How the fuck was DSP getting his views,
particularly wouldn't
Mr.
wanna
Bear?
Try to do that. That's not how I would ever try to entertain. And I could
By
agree with you that I
providing
wouldn't wanna do that
entertaining
either.
content
I think what
and not just
the
playing new
main
games?
issue is that everybody plays games their own way. And
Really?
I think what is off-putting and what, at least as far as me, is like I believe anybody has the privilege to play the game any way they want. If they want to wear headphones, if they want to sit back and relax in front of a big TV and have the surround sound on them. I mean, that's the way they was meant to game. So I again, I'm not exactly sure if this is what Captain was trying to say in his question, but I think this
Mr.
one of the things that's off-putting
please.
about that is telling people how they should play or how it is. You definitely have preferences. Everybody has their preferences.
I'm glad DSP never acts stupid.
Of their
PewDiePie is the stupid acting guy.
Different than you.
Well, the only thing I have to say to that is it brings an example into my mind of something that I heard recently, that someone went to one of Gordon Ramsay's famous restaurants, a steakhouse. And apparently this guy was like a reviewer. And he goes to the steakhouse, he orders the best cut of meat in the house, but he orders it well done, all right? Worst thing you can do to a steak. Eats the steak, goes home, and immediately writes a scathing review of the restaurant, saying the piece of meat was awful, it tasted bad. Gordon Ramsay responded, and he said, you ordered the best cut of meat, which tastes best medium to almost,
Are we talking
medium.
about this?
Or raw. Some people like it raw.
Is it just pointing out Gordon Ramsay and not taking criticism?
What is your problem? Do you not know anything about food? So
what if I want it to be cooked all the way? Stop being an asshole. Make it taste good anyway.
Took the time to do amazing
DSP, learn how to season. I don't know.
Sounds, 5.1 surround sound, huge HD visual, 720p, super detailed graphics. You choose to play the game on a tiny monitor, and again, I'm not saying that everyone chooses. I'm saying people that do this.
So the people, somehow these big fucking YouTubers, millionaires, they playing games on tiny monitors and squinting to provide footage to make even more money because they're really, really greedy, but somehow play games on a small screen and squint. And because they do that, somehow to provide better footage, but they enjoy the game the wrong way. So because they enjoy the game the wrong way, it's an overall epidemic. All right.
They choose to play it on a tiny monitor with headphones on, scrunched over, and then they say the game's not good. Like, now wait a minute.
Wait a minute. PewDiePie say the game's not good? We don't even know what we're talking about again. I thought we was mad at PewDiePie. This isn't about PewDiePie at all. Now it's like some fucking reviewer or something. So now he mad because some other people said the game was bad and he played it and it got low views. That's why he mad. That's exactly why he mad. I wonder what game came out in 2013 that he really liked and it did terrible in views.
How did you even say you played the game?
Because it pissed them
you
off.
You basically completely neutered the experience with your choices, and now you're going to shit on the game. So
oh yeah, Cat is definitely playing games the wrong way. I could probably scroll down enough in his Instagram fast enough to show the rig Sis is playing on. How recent was that? This shit. What the fuck is this? What is this? It's like the calendar. Is it bigger than the calendar? It might be. I think it is. It's a little bit, you know, my eyes might be deceiving me. Is it the size of a PlayStation 4 maybe? Is Cat playing games the correct way?
Kind of the perspective that I have. I'm not saying
need to help Cat glow up. That's his wife. He's letting his wife play games on that.
Experience these games in a way that maybe is not ideal. Okay, but that's kind of my perspective on it.
So then, in short, what you're basically saying is that they have an opinion, you have an opinion, and neither is fact. It's just opinions.
That's correct.
Big
I have
ups
a personal
Anonymous
preference
for
of
the
a way that
dollar.
I think
Even
that
if the
games
monitor is small, you're sitting closer so it fills up more of your vision. DSP sits on a couch across the room squinting at a huge TV with headphones
if
on and
he
fake
reorganized
surround
his
sound.
room, could you imagine the fucking bragging that would come from him within the next week after rearranging his room? Oh my God, you guys, it's so much better now. I can see way better now.
Big
man.
ups Anonymous for the dollar.
I'm glad I did this, you
brings
guys.
this interview up tomorrow. Dark will tell us how he was drunk the entire time and just rambling dude. He doesn't remember any of this. Also tips help the most. He gets that money immediately and new bills just came up.
Big ups,
Big ups Butterfly Man for the dollar.
Cockman.
So YouTubers who don't spend their money for a surround
Butterfly
sound
Man,
setup
best
on a
name.
big TV are not in it for the gaming, but DSP loves streaming and that's why he uses an ancient laptop for it that barely works.
You know what's another good point? This dude, he talked about how he wanted to move in this video. But when he actually did move across the country, he got a multiple thousands of dollars TV, a 3D TV downstairs. What did he get to play games on? He got nothing. He kept the TV he already had from like 2009. He kept that to play games on. And he kept it the next year and the next year and the next year. And then he begged his viewers to buy him one and just send it to him. And I think they gave him the money and he bought it or something like that. I forgot what happened. But this is the dude that's going on and on about the correct way to play the games and shit. But he was playing on some bummy, shitty equipment on purpose because he didn't care about games at all. But he got the nice fancy TV to watch wrestling on and to watch movies on downstairs. That's the nice TV he had to buy. But he loves gaming, you guys.
Are more immersive to be experienced. I'm sure other people may have other ways. But the same thing is, I have the right to express my opinion. But because I have a following of thousands of people on the internet, when I say something that people don't agree with, it blows up into huge controversy versus the guy at home who has his personal preference. He says it and no one goes nuts about it. So,
thank you for the dollar.
Big ups to actual fuck for the dollar. You hindered your experience on purpose. Says the man that plays everything on a console.
He needs to get Cat PC. Because she playing on, oh God, super foggy
an
voice.
Absolute master CL Flowers on how to use a bunch of words but say
happen?
Absolutely nothing. We need Phoenix Wright running objections in here to keep this man from distracting the court with his useless tangent and hearsay.
My God. Thank you. That's
Okay.
horrible.
Is that it for the questions?
Let me see. I
And Kat got a PS4 Pro.
it.
She could just stay on
wow.
that.
Last one.
She busy lady.
These were a lot easier than I thought they were going to be.
And
I
she
thought
get
you
to
were going to
keep
ask me one or
Jasper.
two other
DSP
ones,
should get a
honestly.
PC.
So.
Well,
Even
I
for
got
a
one
week.
more, and this is from,
Wouldn't that be a good
Lambert,
gimmick?
and his
He's
question
still
was,
Cat Computer for a
have you
week
ever
and played
regretted-
like
I guess it
Overwatch
goes
on it or
with the
something
other
for
thing. I guess it would be a good question
few
to
days?
sum up
I don't know,
the
something.
conversation. Have you ever regretted anything that you've said in frustration, whether it be on Twitter or in the YouTube comment sections? Again, that's from Lambert.
Oh yeah, and absolutely. I already expressed just in this podcast that sometimes unfortunately I go off the chain. I react in a knee-jerk reaction in the moment with emotion. Like I said, especially this year, it's been more of an emotional year for me because there were some changes that I had to go through. I wasn't able to do the things that I really would have liked to do this year with my life. And, to see people who do things and make these negative accusations about me and say that I'm a sellout, say that I'm a horrible person, I attack my fans constantly. It's like, if that's the case, how would I have ever gotten fans if all I did was attack them? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems to me that it's these few people who maybe they do rub me the wrong way, and some of them maybe they didn't deserve it, and I'll openly admit that. Maybe I was, pissed off that day for some reason. I'm only human. I'm not a perfect person. I've never said that. And I react in the wrong way. And then it ends up blowing up. People say, "Oh, Phil hates Minecraft. Phil hates his fans. Phil's too negative about stuff."
Man,
and
it really is.
for that. And
you can just pretend this is all being said in 2019.
like I said, what I need to do
I'm a human. I make mistakes.
is I need to kind of just sit back and relax a little bit.
I've
right
grown
now, we're
up.
leading out of the summer. We're heading into a season where there's going to be a bunch of great games coming out. I'm going to be immersed in it, and I just need to put my head down and work through it and enjoy the games and have fun and be positive and focus on the positive instead of just listening to every little nobody who's going to leave a negative comment on a video or on Twitter. That's the attitude that's got me where I am now, and that's the attitude that's going to allow me to continue to do what I'm doing in the future. And, some people call me out for it, okay? Message heard, thank you. And
I thought you didn't even look at the videos.
To fix that.
Message heard. You don't watch the videos,
so
remember?
Just real quick, in recent gaming news.
Didn't it start off with the dude asking if he even heard of a video about him? And he told us how he didn't pay attention to any of them, and he don't really care. And now, the little nobodies. I'm not gonna listen to the little nobodies, but the message is heard. Message heard from the little nobodies that made the videos he didn't watch. Okay.
Since we can't go over all of it. The winner of the
on.
International 2013 Dota 2 Championship, for anybody who's been following that, is
Big
actually a
ups
group
Dota
of
2.
5 players from Sweden. Mark Crown.
Are we going to make
Alliance,
him shit on, defend shitting on Dota 2?
$4 million in prize money. We have the winners of the Pokemon 2013 World Championship. I guess I'll just go to the Masters division because that's really
is DSP still
where
here?
It's the most difficult. The TCG Master Division World Champion is Jason Klajinski from the United States, and the video game Master Division World Champion was Arash Hamadi from Italy, who actually managed to beat a Japanese player to the shock and awe of many different people. And of course, there's the news that Microsoft has decided
What the fuck?
that
This
the
is
Kinect
news?
does not have to
This
be
is
plugged
the
in anymore,
news.
but it will still be
All right.
forced as a bundle to the console.
Sweet news. I
They did
enjoyed
a
it.
little bit of good there.
Big ups to Dota 2.
All right, so
And,
let's go ahead and
Leggy-
because
the
we
Leggy
are starting to
man.
run a bit out of time here. Get into the gaming topic that we have chose for this week. Again, it's great having Phil on here because
Sweet.
he actually does his own
Gaming
reviews as
show.
well. Of course, it is
on the
about
reviews.
reviews.
Of course.
Again, this is something I feel that I'm going to be in the minority on, just because I think just based on conversations that I've had with other people, and also just seeing what other people have had to say about it, because there's so much riding on the line with the video games, and we were constantly told video games are not cheap to make. That's why there's
We're gonna
so
give
much
video
DLC.
games a
That's
ought.
why EA was so predominant about
Big
online
ups, EA.
passes, and then they started getting in bed with Microsoft, and then that went down, so they might bring them out. Well, they said they would never bring back online passes, but at any rate, we get the gist of it, and I think that this is why, particularly with reviews, because there are people out there that will actually base their purchase.
Oh my God. What's
whether or
even
not
the
they'll purchase
question?
A game on a particular website's review. I've seen the comments time
We
and
hate
time again.
reviews.
If a game gets a shitty
Well,
review on IGN,
yeah,
down in the comment section,
IGN.
oh, you saved
Get
me
'em outta
50
here.
bucks, I'm not going to go out and buy this game now for $60, whatever platform you're buying.
I only watch
But
Hate Live. I mean,
I
The
think
Hateful Truth.
For me
for
personally,
my
I think
reviews.
reviews should be
And,
solely based on fact. It should be factual
what
information
was the
given
dumb name of that
because,
shit?
Adam
Honest
Sessler
Reviews or
actually did a
something?
bit on this, off of his Rev3 Games channel, where
The
he
best
talked
name.
about publishers
The honest review.
actually encourage the point scale.
Yeah,
Whether it be,
DSP's still here apparently.
whatever,
Eventually, he's gotta know
out of
what he's
100
supposed to talk
or
about.
1 out of 10 or whatever. So they can have it go to Metacritic and get that
Big
generalized
ups
score.
Metacritic.
They use that to judge whether or not
This is
the
Gamer
community
Talk
seeing the
Live,
game
after
is
all.
successful or not. Which, again, it's boiling down to one person's opinion. There's so many games that's been kind of a cult hit with gamers that if you go by
Like
the
Minecraft?
reviews, you're never going to play it, such as Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh.
I'm not going to say it was the greatest game of that year. I think it came out last year, 2012.
This is why DSP did this interview with these dudes.
Silence.
They all love Duke Forever
No,
together.
that was,
DSP was falling asleep.
2 years ago.
Okay. So, that'd be 2011. So I'm not saying it was, Game of the Year 2011, but it was Duke Nukem. And for anybody to really
So you're praising it for
deny
existing?
that's just stupid. But again,
It was Duke
always
Nukem.
goes down
Come
to,
on,
well, it's my
man. It's
opinion,
Michael
so you
Jackson.
can't knock me for that. And I think that's a cop-out, and unfortunately, we're seeing
Dude,
games
it's Duke
get to the point
Nukem.
where you're not going to see a sequel to a game because it got bad reviews, so people ain't buying the game.
How you give it a bad review,
and
man? Come on,
To me,
man.
that's just going to
Just
affect
Duke
the cost
Nukem,
of
man.
games, because games eventually will end up
This is
costing
fucking
more.
bad.
You're going to see more microtransactions thrown into games where you're buying outfits, you're buying
Come on, man,
pieces
it's Duke
for
Nukem.
guns to do shit like that. So that's why I feel that way.
That's the same way DSP felt too.
Whoever wants to go next, give your piece on
Well, I would just say, I feel that it's very hard to have a review without injecting some level of opinion. Even in some of the reviews I've done, selfish plug, as I just butcher what I'm trying to say. I try to be as absolutely informative as possible. I break down if it has a story, the game mechanics itself, the pros,
Do
the
you?
cons, and so on, while also showing gameplay.
Really?
And of course, there's still going to be some level of opinion because as the person who played it, I'm going to say, this is all of it the way it is here, but this is how I feel about it. I feel you should either buy it, play it, or skip it. I don't like the number system because it's really hard to quantify the quality
It's
of
a
something
good
based off of
choice,
numbers.
plug.
I think simplify it by saying buy it, rent it, or play it is
I
really
don't
much
like
easier.
to do this, you guys. I have to do this every stream. It fucking sucks. But I'm stuck here doing this shit. And for now I have to do it, you guys. But If you want to help,
gets a point,
please tip me.
the point across that people really want to know: should I buy this? Should I play this? Or should I skip it? And it really should be seen as just a basis.
I want to
what
know
the
what
person
this
wants to
dude
do.
username is.
Actually, no, it shouldn't be
look at his
considered
reviews.
as a basis. It should help them make the decision, but it should not be the only reason why they make that decision. And a lot of people do that for some reason.
A lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Also,
It's a
sweet
shame
dog
to get
bag.
games that,
You don't know
that
what the fuck
for a certain fan base or a certain group of people, they would absolutely love it, but because some mainstream...
With this image on screen, after these other dudes talk so long, I just feel like a really, really high, a drunk, or really sleepy something. Bear is just out of it. He don't know what the fuck these dudes talking about.
media decided to slaughter it.
They left him alone
that
for so long.
For a certain fan...
Wait a minute. Like, look at this shit. What the fuck? He didn't talk for so long.
Bo Rock tipped $4.20. Puff harder. Thank you, Turvin. Big ups to all the diseased BBC fans.
He has to
in the
wake
chat.
up at the end.
This is what happens when you let people eat penne in space.
Man.
A lot of people do that
Thank
for
you
some
the
reason.
420. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame you get games that
Felt
that
like he was eating
for a certain
something.
fan base or a certain group of people, they would absolutely love it, but because some mainstream review
This is just taking
media
sips in
decided to
between.
slaughter
Really
it
long
because
sips.
maybe they stubbed their toe that morning and they were pissed off when they played it and they give it a crap review and then a lot of people skip it. I mean, one game just in particular recently, Deadpool. Now, the game was nothing amazing. It wasn't groundbreaking. Did it do anything that was different from other games? Yeah, what it did was it actually hit the nail on the head when it comes to the character of Deadpool. The crazy crackpot comedy, the zany and...
I think my favorite about this, when he talk about Deadpool and when he talk about Duke Nukem Forever, he says, well, were those games like the best thing ever? Well, of course not. But people skipped it. People skipped a brand new game as soon as it came out that turned out to not be amazing in the first place. This shocks me. This fucking shocks me.
internet meme
And Doc is the
references and
master of
stuff.
skipping
The
out.
game itself was absolutely hilarious.
Something
So
got to
despite
get a
the fact
9 or a
having
10, or you
pretty
got to really,
boring,
really want to play it anyway for him to
not
play
so
at this point.
complex gameplay until about the end of the game when you've unlocked all the abilities. The game was actually
Deadpool
quite
got a
good for
remaster
fans
too,
of Deadpool.
so I guess it was
Yet
good
when
enough.
you go on Metacritic and you actually read the reviews,
Did
you
Deadpool
can
get
tell
low
that a
views
lot
back
of
then?
the people who reviewed the game don't even know who Deadpool is.
Right.
So how can you review a game completely out of reference and then say that your review is valid and then have that review posted on a website that's going to have thousands and thousands of people looking at to determine whether or not they think a game is good? And I think the reason this topic is becoming such a hotbed right now is because the world is experiencing a relatively
how,
bad economy. People have way
Like how monstrously vague he can be about this. And he can criticize all of these other reviews. But that one dude that sent the question in earlier saying he was trying to cash in on one of his reviews, he completely just shoved them off to the side.
money
Didn't even want to
spend.
talk to him.
And unlike 3-4 years ago when everyone was
He's
kind of
trying to
rolling
call
in the
me
dough,
out.
oh, I'm going to go to the store and buy a game every month. A lot of people say I can't afford to do that anymore. I have to pick and choose what games I'm going to buy, and
Did
what are
the
they going to
views go
rely
down?
on? They have to rely on the people who are reviewing
Yeah,
the
I think
games.
the views went down.
And I think it is an absolute cop-out and completely unprofessional for these mainstream review sites like IGN, GameSpot, any of these that get posted on Metacritic, they get their review featured, and then, that's what people listen to say, well, that's just my opinion, and therefore it doesn't matter if you agree with it, it's just my opinion.
He used to get
it's
so mad
completely
about this.
protected from criticism. Absolutely not, because a review is not just an opinion. Just listen to the word review. It means that you're reviewing something, you're recapping.
It was so many old pre-streams. Every time a new game came out, so many old pre-streams of this dude bitching about this. Well, they can't call it a review if it's just their fucking opinion. They have to have suggestive... That's a random event.
Hentai mommy girlfriend.
Thank you for the $1.46.
$1.46.
And you got the
It's a
Kekken.
6.66% chance
6%.
of this
You got the
notification
Kekkenry.
happening. Fufu, your teachers have been telling me
Oh,
you
God.
don't want to wear your spectacles. What's wrong? Do the other kids make fun of you? Foo, don't worry about them. Worry about making mommy happy. Boys who wear spectacles get their testicles kissed. Now sit.
Why do Why do you
gather
people do this to
information.
me?
The purpose of a review is to take
Just why?
factual information about a
Just
game,
why?
combine it with
Matter
your
of fact,
own personal.
I made videos talking about how he used to get mad at these reviews in like 2015, yeah, 2015, maybe 2016. Every fucking time. Every time, especially if it was one of those big AAA games he'd been hyping up for months. If it get like a 6 or a 7, let alone, what, 7.5, maybe an 8. He get a couple of messages in pre-stream chat. Oh, people are saying it's getting pretty average reviews. Like maybe it's like a mixed bag. And I'm saying we should wait and see how the game is when it releases like everyone else. That's the first step. He got to steer you away from all of the reviews and tell you everybody else is a shill. And you have to wait till release day with him. Then release day come, then he got to tell you, oh, those reviews are wrong because that's their opinion. You have to have subjective facts in your review. You can't base your whole review on just an opinion. Then he would yell about that for like 15 minutes and play the game, and suck it off and say it's good and it's fun. Nothing's wrong with it, and not bring up any glitches. Do that for like a week, maybe even 3 or 4 streams. Then eventually it becomes toxified. Then he beat it and then it go away.
Experiences with that
And he did
game
it over and over
and
again.
comparing it
That's been like
to
the last
other
5
games
years
that
for
you've
DSP, I
played
think.
to let me know, is this game better or worse than another game? That's
Feels
how I
good,
know
man.
if I want to buy it or not. Is it better or worse than the
Now
other
we just
game?
buy
That's
way
the
less
candidate for me
games.
to buy. And this is not what reviewers are doing in the video game medium. And I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because video games have boomed in the past decade and only now it's being considered big business. But the people who are actually covering games are not professional in the way that they do it. They approach it like, well, I just played through the game. Oh, I wrote my review. It's good. I don't care. You know, they don't realize that they have a responsibility, that their word is going to be taken as fact rather than opinion, because that's really what happens. And of course, we do have to say at the same time, shame on the gamer who takes any review that you see on the internet as Bible truth and fact about that game, because you have to understand that you have to take whatever they say with a grain of salt and from their personal perspective as well. The girl who wrote the review for Duke Nukem Forever for PlayStation Magazine, who was 5 years old when Duke Nukem Forever was popular and obviously never played the game in its heyday and knew what that whole thing was about, for her to write a review about
That's
that
super
game,
unfair.
number one, was irresponsible by her editor, which is why he should have been fired.
Can
Which, by
DSP
the way,
review Star
he ended
Wars
up going off
movies?
to work for a website immediately after, which is kind of funny. But
Next time DSP talk about Star Wars, we got to look up like the year he was born and the year the first Star Wars game came out, and just be a complete asshole about it. And so you don't have the proper context to talk about that movie, because when the first one released, you're like maybe not even born. So you don't have the proper context to talk about Star Wars. Tell him that and see how fucking mad he
you have to
gets.
know who that reviewer is. Because if I didn't know that she was a 20-year-old girl, I might have read that and said, wow, this game's a piece of shit. But being that I had already played the game myself, I had reference from that era, and I read it. I said, this is the most just ridiculous, worst frame of reference review I think I've read in a long time, and I have to say something about it because I actually feel bad for the makers of the game who were getting panned at the time.
Now, before he complained about this PlayStation Magazine review, he probably read 0 PlayStation Magazine reviews. And after he complained about that PlayStation Magazine review, he probably read 0 PlayStation Magazine reviews. But he had to talk about it. He had to talk about it.
Like, oh, this is the worst game ever. How could this game have been in development for 15 years? The game was not in development for 15 years. The game was constantly put on hold, scrapped, restarted, put on hold, scrapped, restarted. And what they ended up with was a game with modern graphics that played like a game from the 1990s. If that's what you're looking for because you're a fan of Duke Nukem, that game was amazing. But how many reviewers said that? Probably like 2 out of the 1,000 reviews that went on the internet, because we get these idiots who don't take their job seriously.
Idiots.
And that's what really pisses me off.
So,
that people are
wait a
making
minute. The person didn't have the right to review the game because they were 5 when the original came out, but they're also an idiot for reviewing the game because they were 5 when the popular game came out. So they're an idiot because they're too young to review the game. They're an idiot because they did the job they were supposed to do. What the hell was going on here?
It's about buying games solely off of people who do not take their
And this
job
wasn't even a
seriously.
year the game came out. He was still mad about
same
this.
note, though, using also Duke Nukem Forever, which I did actually enjoy that game, and Deadpool as a frame reference.
And you would think the dude that get this mad about somebody reviewing a Duke Nukem game incorrectly or whatever, and how he a big fan of the original games and all of that. You would think he would at least have played the original games on his YouTube channel by now. And no, he didn't. 11-year legacy. Didn't play any of his favorite games. It took him till just recently to play Lion King. And Duke 3D already been put on PS4. And he got the game. Somebody gave it to him for free and he never played it. But he loves the series.
You guys basically both pointed out that it is a matter
That's
of
going to be one of those
to some
games
respect,
he
even
probably
from the
scared
people
to
giving
play,
professional reviews. Because although
he might
we
do
can all
bad at
agree
it, dude.
that
People
Duke
are
Nukem
going to
Forever
make
was
fun
kind
of
of
him.
buggy. There were some
We can't have that
mechanical
happen.
issues. That's because of the fact that it was kind of stuck in gaming purgatory for a while. I mean, it could have used a little bit more polish, but it was in fact true to Duke Nukem games. And I mean, I think that's kind of where some of the review comes from. I mean, some people did like a factual review of it, and based on gameplay merits, it wasn't the best thing in the world. I wouldn't say it was terrible either. That's why it's really hard to find that middle ground, because my personal feeling on it is it really should be a middle ground. I mean, like I said, the opinion should be something that's factored in, but not the be all end all to it. But at the same time, it's got to be more than just looking at the gameplay mechanics, because there's going to be different people feeling different ways about it. Like Deadpool, I personally am not a big fan of Deadpool, so the Deadpool game didn't interest me that much. But I could still definitely play the game. But I guess what kind of was to that was my bias towards that situation, and the fact that there were people that said mechanically it wasn't the best. It was a little too easy, repetitive, even though most games nowadays that are hack and slash are going to be somewhat repetitive.
Well, I mean, to that degree that...
Oh, no.
There is
The
going to be...
fucking bad has to talk to.
Back to back to back to
Damn
back
it.
to back to back. Like Drake.
Dark quartering wife swap tip $3.33. Like, people are like, Phil, you forced your wife to go to a WIFESWAP. The bottom line is, it was Ket's idea, you know? And anyway, I was making love to quartering's wife and she was like, whoa, Phil knows how to treat a woman. I'm like a chadak.
And by the way, Kat agrees with me.
Biased, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with having, like, specifically, like, choosing your reviewer for the game to determine, like, what type of gamer they are in that sense. Specifically, like, with Mitch Dyer, who openly admitted that
Mitch
he's not a
Dyer,
fan of
no!
side-scrolling beat-em-ups, but, you know, the
Oh,
stupid
shit.
fucking review that
We
he
won't
did
get a
for
Mitch
Double Dragon
Dyer
Leo.
in this, huh?
If you're not a fan of that
We need a
genre,
final Mitch
why are you
Dyer rant.
reviewing it? That, I mean,
And a final
so to
Rambo
that
rant.
degree,
Just
I-
get all
I
of them over with.
completely agree that
It's
you
been
know,
like a
opinion does
10-year
matter
long
because,
legacy.
You know, if you don't like fighting
DSP
games,
probably just waiting on
don't
Mitch
review
Dyer
a
to lose
fighting
his
game.
job
That
wherever
only
he
fucking
had so he
makes
can make
sense,
fun of
but
him.
again, it gets blasted off as, well, it's my opinion. And even the IGN will come in there once, you know, people start hating
Oh, God,
on,
the
or, you
tongue.
know, the backlash.
I thought he had a
whatever
pipe in
the
his
hell
mouth.
happens in the comments. IGN senior editor will jump in there. Oh, it's just his opinion. He doesn't speak on behalf of IGN, even though when you go to Metacritic, it says IGN. It doesn't say Mitch Dyer. When the reviews on the game, it doesn't say IGN, written by Mitch Dyer, gave it a 9.5. No, it says IGN. So yes, he is speaking on behalf of IGN.
Right. And I think what it really all boils down to is the fact that if we could have perfectly 100% factual reviews, that would be the ideal state. Problem is,
Oh my
how can you
God.
have 100%?
He wants like a robot review. The ideal
And I
state.
think what it really all boils down to is the fact that if we could have perfectly 100% factual reviews, that would be the ideal state. Problem is,
The ideal
how can you have
state of
100%
reviews.
factual review and say
100%
this game
factual.
had more content
It's
than
just a
every
robot
other
review.
game on the planet because you didn't play every other game on the planet? It's not humanly possible
It's
for you to
AI
play every
written
single game
reviews.
that comes
That's what
out
he
in a
want.
year. So for
That's
someone,
what he want. He needs AI written reviews, and then every time a game come out and get like a 6 or a 7, or maybe even an 8, he can say, well, it's fucking bullshit because the stupid algorithm, they don't know what they're talking about. The algorithm only plays Fortnite all day. It doesn't know what a good game is. Then he could play whatever game
say
he wants
my
because the
review
robot is never
100%
right.
factual, they'd never be able to do that because they don't have the correct frame of reference.
I think we figured
to
out the
basically
future.
say that. So yes, opinion always has to be part of a review.
And we can get
But
rid of
again, to
those
your
pesky
point, what you just
journalists
said, Mitch
and
Dyer
replace them
reviewing
with
a
AI.
side-scrolling beat 'em up, but he openly admits in the review as it starts that he's not a fan of side-scrolling beat 'em ups. what kind of fucking idiotic editor or his
What
boss,
an
whoever the
idiot.
editor-in-chief is, allowed him to review the game. Like, that is just the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life. And though, for these reviews to be
I don't
going on
get this.
Metacritic and being judged as biased.
Because this dude used to put out reviews and had the Machinima logo pop up in the start. And he used to put out, his burger eating videos and shit with the Machinima logo in the start. And, I mean, people never expected all of his stuff to go to Machinima first and have some dude look at it all. So why some dude need to look at all of this other stuff?
Truth by people who don't have a lot of money and want to decide which games they're going to buy with the little hard-earned money that they have a responsibility.
You know how much bullshit that would be? Oh, well, because it would, like, a day later, it would just be the dude that wrote the review on Twitter bitching about his original review. Oh, sorry, you guys, my review's a little late. I showed it to the editorial editor, and he didn't appreciate it. He didn't like my opinion, so he had to change it a bit. But it'll be out tomorrow. Then it'll turn into some kind of free speech shit and all kind of other stuff. I don't know what he want people to do. He want a dude to tell everybody else what to put in their review, but then wouldn't the editor be kind of making the reviews
Soviet
then?
DSP for the dollar. Did you catch that
Oh, no.
factual review made by the state? Comrade government reviews are the best.
That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Then it would be all on the editor, and people would say, well, the reviews suck at IGN because the editor picks all the reviews. Instead of, well, the reviews suck at IGN because it's IGN. It's damn near the same thing
professional
anyway.
responsibility to make sure that the reviews that they're
He just
putting
wants
out
AI written
are
reviews.
at least in some
That's all he
regards factual and in the right frame of reference, and that is not what the mainstream gaming media is doing a good job of to this day.
Now, I got a question I want to throw out to both of you guys. Hunt, I am in no way trying to bash you or anything like that, but he made an interesting statement because he's one of the people that I had a conversation about reviews in the past, and he's not the only person that said
I like
that.
how they have to apologize before they
but
say everything.
What he told me was a perfect score doesn't mean a perfect game. Can you guys explain that to me?
Well, because for one thing, there's no such thing as perfection. So why there's even a such thing as a perfect score, which is why I said I
ESP wants
hate
perfect reviews.
the number system, is because you can't really say anything's perfection because we don't know what's come out in the what's going to come out in the future, and not everybody's played what there is in the past, as kind of Phil brought up. There's just too many different factors to really be able to give a perfect score, and there's always going to be some kind of fault. There's always going to be some kind of glitch somebody runs into, some kind of inconsistency in the story, or just like a plot hole. There's always going to be something
if you play
that's going to pop
Pac-Man.
up, whether people want to admit it or not. There's really nothing.
There's no plot holes in the story of Yoshi's Island.
Right. And,
Right.
you know, a perfect score doesn't equal a perfect game. I can understand why he's
Forgot
saying
he was
that,
there again.
because just because you gave a game a 10, you're basically saying that's the game
He
that
had to
you
listen
feel
to
is
these
going to be
dudes
the
so
best
much.
one you're going to play. It doesn't necessarily mean that there was nothing wrong with it. So what if there were one or two game bugs? If it didn't hinder the immersive experience that you had with that game, then you may have a higher opinion of the game than someone who maybe just detests little nuisance game bugs and it ruined the experience for them.
My God, the whole
so I can
game's a
understand you
fucking
can have an
game
imperfect
bug.
game that you're giving a really high score. But again, you have to understand that your
My
review,
God, it's so
if you work for
buggy.
one
The
of
whole
these
game is a
companies,
fucking
is
game
going
bug.
to be believed to be Bible truth by the masses. And so you have a responsibility that when you are giving out a score, just because you love
Big
one
ups,
particular
hentai
genre
daddy
of game
figure for the
and you
dollar.
played
I'm
it,
not
so let's say
angry.
you're a
I'm disappointed. No, it's not that I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in myself. It's my fault you turned out this way. Mine and your mother's. We indulged you too much and weren't nearly as firm as we should have been. I'm sorry.
Get him out here!
huge Halo fanboy, and Halo ODST comes out, and you play it. Wow, I really like Halo. This game's good. Now, keep in mind, if you factually look at the game, it's shorter than most retail games. It was the shortest Halo game ever created, had less content than anything else. 10 out of 10. Perfect game. It's like you can't do that if you work for the main companies, because there are people out there who are going to rush out and buy the game, and, oh, he said it was perfect. What the fuck? How's this game only 5 hours long? I just dropped $60.
Right. And I think that's what I personally I would just love it if they would get rid of the number system, because as Adam
I think an
Sessler said,
Amberlin
it's
Vlogmas
redundant.
catch up
When
will be
you
like 3 hours
have
of
a
me
written
watching
review,
Amberlin
if you're doing a
videos.
video review, you're
So that's never
saying
gonna happen.
I mean, you're giving the review.
But
there.
I'll watch
Once
his stuff
you
again
give it the
eventually.
score,
Not today.
You're basically reviewing it a second time, and in the context of like what he was saying, you know, a perfect game doesn't mean a perfect score. I think even though that's not your intention, again, as both
Didn't
of you guys have
DSP
already
literally
said,
not even play
people
Halo
take
2?
it that way,
He
though.
can never review a
And
Halo game.
It is their responsibility to understand that. Well, even though I don't necessarily like. IGN just did a game scoop where they was talking about the most overrated games. They, I think it was Damon said was Grand Theft Auto 4, and I absolutely agree with that. There were so many people that gave that game a perfect score, but when you like compare it to previous, like especially San Andreas, I don't think.
Well,
it was
San Andreas
the
got a lot
best
of perfect
Grand
scores
Theft Auto,
too,
nor
and 5 got a lot of
game.
perfect scores too.
But
and 3 got a lot of perfect scores too.
That perfect score, they're
And
going to think it is a
shit,
perfect
2
game. I gotta
probably
go buy it
did.
right now. That's how people take it, and
why are you doing
not
this,
a lot of people
Batman?
are recognizing that's what's happening.
Oh my God!
Okay.
What now? DSP want to talk about the haters again.
I mean, is there really anything else that you'd like to add to this, Bill?
Well, I really wish that people would start calling people out instead of letting them get away with the bullshit that they put out on the internet and the printed page on a monthly basis.
What the fuck kind of quote is this? Right up until he gets to the part about it being about other people.
I mean, is there really?
We have to call the media out. Call those people out. We have to start calling these assholes out and about what they do on the internet. The media people.
Else that you'd like to add to this, Bill?
What the hell?
Well, I really wish that people would start calling people out instead of letting them get away with the bullshit that they put out on the internet and the printed.
And then he wants to go on a printed page, so he wants to call out newspapers now. I thought we was talking about video games. Game Informer. He was buying Game Informer then.
Well, I really wish that people would start calling people out instead of letting them get away with the bullshit that they put out on the internet and the printed page on a monthly basis. When it comes to game releases, I really wish that someone would hold companies like IGN accountable for the people who they hire, people who go to E3 and actually report completely.
Now, the same dude would go crazy if you tell him that anything that give him money should be held accountable, like Patreon or Twitch or YouTube. He would go crazy. Oh, they shouldn't be held accountable for that. I'm doing my own thing. I follow the terms of service. But he also thinks YouTube should be held accountable for me and all of my horrible illegal activities. So it's all over the place.
Correct information on games, giving these games a completely negative
And I talked about
connotation
Andy
and
Woski streaming
association,
again the first day he
when, in
started
fact,
streaming
the guy
again.
was just
He just
misreporting.
exists now.
I think we've already mentioned him once on
Said
this
he would
podcast.
come back anyway. What else is he gonna do?
These people need to be taken to
He's
task.
been around
and
like
these
10 years,
publishers, not
technically.
these publishers, these media
Just nobody
outlets
cared the whole
need to
time.
hold their employees responsible rather than treating it like some buddy system and protecting him. Why would you protect him? He blatantly fucked up. And it was the biggest news story of the day that this one reporter fucked up, and just because he worked for IGN, all of a sudden everyone thought this game sucked. And then come to find out he's wrong. Was any disciplinary action taken? Was
He
anything?
should have
Nothing.
got punished.
Nothing at all. No slap, nothing. He goes back to work, perfectly fine, and now we have to keep reading his fucking.
We have to keep
basically
reading it
his
too.
Really poor quality journalism.
Big ups Tevin
And
Paypig for the
I
dollar.
think that we
Big ups Almighty Tevin.
That's interesting.
DSP wants people called out, but when he gets called out it's apparently all stupid idiots who don't know what they're talking about. Insert goat laugh.
Basically, when you read a review, you need to take it with
I
a
don't
grain
get
of
it.
salt.
Everybody
and if
else
it's a
has
review
to
that you're
get
going
called
to
out
trust,
and get
you need
punished,
to learn a little
except
bit about
him.
the person who's writing the
Literally
review,
everyone.
so that you know the perspective of the person who's writing it.
And then what? You got to call out the people that's calling the people out, and then you got to punish the people that's punishing the people. So then you got to find somebody that's over the editor or whatever, and you got to get those people called out and punished. And then the people over them got to get called out and punished. You know that's what's going to happen.
That
It's never good enough,
Double
dude.
Dragon Neon review, and you didn't know that the reviewer doesn't like side-scrolling
Oh, he's salty
beat 'em ups,
about Double Dragon
you get a
Neon
totally
now.
different impression about the game than what
A game him and
it
his
actually
friend
would be
Rambo
if you were
loved.
someone in a different position. So it is a little bit of responsibility also put on the shoulders of the common gamer to know that when you're reading reviews, you have to put it into perspective and not just take this number system and say, oh, well, on Metacritic,
get these
it
numbers
averaged
outta
at
here.
this number, so that means it's good or that means it's bad. No, you need to delve further into that because you're just going to get a misconception, and a lot of the times you're going to end up probably buying the overhyped crap.
Of course.
Amazing Frog, 10 out of 10.
So,
Well, I mean,
a negative thing is to buy overhyped crap. And this is coming from DSP, Mr. Day One Duke Forever. Still was defending it. Still is defending it in 2019. And Bear Man, who also thinks Duke Forever was, it was all right. It was good enough. But we don't want to get overhyped games and end up disappointed. That would be terrible, to get an overhyped game and end up disappointed.
it's not overhyped. I mean, that's just truth right there. That is one of
That
the
is
most
truth.
groundbreaking games of the decade.
Amazing.
Wait.
Yes.
But isn't that just a time waster?
I just want to know in the studio when they were developing Amazing Frog, they said, all right, we're going to do the sound
He
effects.
fucking
Ben,
played
bend over
Amazing
and start
Frog.
farting. Oh my God, what a game.
Yeah, what a
I would
game
like
he
to know where they
played.
got the slap noises from. If that was like literally somebody just clapping, or never mind. I don't want to talk about whipping out.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming on, asking the questions. Some people in chat feel they weren't as hard as it should have been. So I'm sorry to disappoint, ladies and gentlemen, but we weren't trying to bash Phil. We're sorry if the questions weren't hard enough.
All right. Well,
And we're
can I
sorry if
make-
we're too easy for you,
Can
Phil.
I make one final statement in regards to something that was a hot topic that we did not talk about that I absolutely 100% thought you guys were going to ask me before we adjourn here?
Sure, real quick.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
The Ariad Lord
Ariad
made a video
Lord.
about his relationship with me over the years.
Great word.
How basically I became his friend. I inspired him to do stuff on YouTube, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to go into the details of the whole video because obviously we don't have time for that. But basically in the video, he was expressing his disappointment with the fact that we were trying to plan something and make it come together this year because we weren't going to be able to attend a convention
Big
together
ups
where he
Dango
could come hang
Unchains
out.
for the dollar. Howdy. I'm Dango Unchains. Me and my friend here are looking for a French-speaking slave girl. I wish to make mulatto babies with her. I'm Dango Unchains and I like whitewashing French-speaking slave girls. My friend can't watch. He's not Dango Unchains like I am. I am Dango Unchains. Thanks.
Well, I'm not really close to French. That's what it's called, French. I'm not really close to French, so probably not.
We
Thank
could
you
play
for the
some
dollar.
games,
Big
maybe do a
ups
couple
annoying
playthroughs
Teddy
together,
guy for the dollar.
and
Hey,
it didn't
Kevin,
come
Why is
I
together.
this
recently
Dello
watched the
video?
video where
Basically,
Dave
it
calls
was
you a
last
sick
week,
mother
or was it
puppy
last
and
week? It
as
was
a
either last
joke,
week or the
I
week
thought to
before.
myself,
And he was
maybe he's
really
calling
feeling
you
bummed
sick
out
as a
about it because he's
compliment
actually
like how
heading to
people say,
college, and he
dude,
knows he's
that's
going to have
sick.
far
Maybe
less
he
time.
thinks Tevin's cool and won't admit
Let me
it.
just rewind this.
Now wait a minute, Matt! No! Matt, no!
Mr. Boombastic tipped $14.88. Wait a minute, no. Hey, Durbin, I didn't catch this stream from the start, so I am sending this from the past. It is astounding how deep this guy's psychological mommy and daddy issues go. How a man in his late 20s
No, it's
plays
not like
curses
last
and was
time.
being scolded by Rambo.
It's not like last time.
Yada yada. I'm not going
What
to
is
go
it?
into the details of the whole video because obviously we don't have time for that.
Yeah,
But
it
basically in
kinda
the
is.
video, he was expressing his disappointment
you,
with the
Mr.
fact that
Boombastic,
we were trying to
from
plan
the
something and make it
past.
come together this year because we weren't going to be able to attend a convention together where he could come hang out, we could play some games, maybe do a couple playthroughs together, and it didn't come together. And
Why was the
basically,
Ariad Law
it was
thing a big
last week,
topic?
or was it last week? It was either last week or the week before. And
Did
he
he
was
make a
really
video? Did
feeling
he
bummed
private
out
it
about
later?
it because he's actually heading to college and he knows he's going
Probably.
to have far less time to be doing stuff with YouTube and to be going out to conventions and stuff and hanging out with me and doing stuff like that. And he made a video about it on YouTube, basically expressing this disappointment and saying, he did criticize me on a few things, and he has the right to his opinion, of the opinions that he had, and he said in that video. So I have absolutely no ill will towards Chris for that. I talked to him the next day about it on the phone at length, and we got it hashed out. And the bottom line is he removed the video because he realized that he shouldn't have ever
There you
made
go.
it because
He
it was about
removed the
personal
video.
business in the next
Of
that
course he
video.
did.
So I have absolutely no
I think
ill
that's the
will
one
towards
that's on
Chris for
Daily
that.
Motion.
I talked to him the next day about it on the phone at
Of course he
length,
removed the
and
video.
we got it
Jackie
hashed
Smurf
out.
tipped
And the bottom line is he
$1.01.
removed the video
This
because
stage of Phil had a distinct lack of snorts, swishes, and throat
Of course he
clearing.
removed the
That's
video.
the top-tier king of gate. I
Uh,
need to look at a lot of panda yoga pics to cool down after this nonsense.
No, that's a fucking meme. Because he don't talk a lot. He not constantly talking in this. The
realized
other
he
interview
shouldn't
was
have
the
ever
same
made
way.
it because it was about personal
He
business
still make
or
all his
personal
weird noises. He
relationship.
just don't hear
It's
him.
not
R
about
for the dollar.
Hello,
Thanks
business on
for choosing
YouTube or any.
McTurvins. What can I get you?
I just want to hit his
Can you
stupid
play the
part.
HAAAALP sound, please? That'll be $1. Please pull forward to the second window. Thank you.
Sure.
Hell! Talked to him the next day about it on the phone at length, and we got it hashed out. And the bottom line is he removed the video because he realized that he shouldn't have ever made it because it was about personal business
That's
or
the good
personal
part.
relationship, not about, business on YouTube or anything like that. And that personal relationship stuff should
Personal
be aired out in
stuff
public.
should not be
And
put on
he,
YouTube.
like I said, he apologized to me for it. I have no ill will towards him whatsoever.
God
but
damn
people
it.
are trying to take this opportunity to take this video and turn it into something that
Good
it
thing you didn't have to
literally
go to the
was not.
hospital.
Nowhere in the video did he say that he hates me.
Good thing it wasn't any
Nowhere in the
text
video did
messages
I
to
say
read.
that I betrayed him. But he did call me out on some stuff. He said the very negativity that we just addressed in this podcast, he called me out on. So I'll openly admit there was some
He got
things
super
there that
loud
rang
talking
true.
about this
But
part
for
too.
people to try to take a video like that and to turn it into something that it's
Wait,
not,
I thought he
for
didn't
your
watch
own
any of the
personal
videos.
benefit, you know the people I'm talking about. The people out there who hate me, people out there who maybe I irked over the years. And now they say, oh, someone else doesn't like Phil? That's it. Welcome to the club, buddy. Let's get him in here and let's have him start hating on Phil right away. And let's start doing, oh, he took the video down. Good thing that I ripped it off his channel illegally. And now I'm going to re-upload his video to show
Yeah,
that
that's
he doesn't
exactly
like
what
DSP.
happened.
It's just absolutely ridiculous.
He's
It's the most
telling us
immature thing you
exactly
could
what
possibly
happened.
do.
Somehow this
And if
is
anything,
immature.
It actually shows the maturity level of the people who are so dedicated on hating on me that they would do
Area
something
law of
like
making
that.
a video in the first
basically
place
against
wasn't
the
immature?
wishes of a person who obviously was emotionally upset, took the video down because he felt that he was in the wrong for doing that video. And it's disrespectful to Chris is the bottom line. So Chris and I are fine. There's nothing personal going on there whatsoever anymore. We took care of it. I am saddened that we weren't able to get together this summer to do anything together, but that's the whole reason
Yeah,
he
he
made the
talking
video,
about
and
the
that's
video
the
I
whole
watched.
story behind it. There's no
The
secret
Daily
stuff.
Motion
There's
video.
no, oh, Phil blackmailed Chris into taking the video down. These people are such ridiculous conspiracy theorists. The fact that they think that this is the most important
He won't
thing
tell
to
us that
focus
we're
on,
wrong.
that Chris put up a video that was a little upset with me, is like,
People think this. There's such conspiracy theorists. Not even going to say people think this. That's not true. That's not true. People think this. They're such conspiracy theorists.
get a life.
Get a
Seriously.
life.
If that's what you
Seriously.
think the main focus of life is, then you need to get your own.
Wait, what?
That's the bottom line. So there, I got it out there.
Somehow caring about something means it's your main focus of life. So was this podcast his main focus of life? I guess so.
Well, and I mean that was the main purpose
Big
of
ups to
getting on
Alex
the show
Jones.
and having the Q&A session at the beginning was to touch on questions from not the haters or the trolls. I mean, obviously you have some. I mean, before the show even started, we was discussing about how somebody pretended to be my kid for Christ's sake. So that there's people out there that
For the
Pretended to
dollar.
be
Hey,
his kid.
hey,
What the fuck?
Tevin. Hey, guess what my favorite emote
How would-
is? Guess.
I guess
Come
you
on.
understand what he
Guess.
means.
Tevin, guess.
I don't know what
Guess
this
what it
is.
is. Come on.
Is it a
Guess.
tree?
Tevin, guess. Guess what it is. Guess. Tevin, guess. Okay,
Is it-
it's this Tanabata tree, Tanabata tree, Tanabata tree, Tanabata tree,
What the hell is
Tanabata
a
tree,
Tanabata
Tanabata tree, 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 Tanabata
Thank you for the 10 about trees. Is it a festive tree?
For the dollar.
Big ups DSP in a call center for the dollar. I'm in a crisis situation.
It's like colored sheets hanging
That
from
sick
the dude.
prankster Tevin has flooded my phone line. How can I do my job when all I hear is Liquid Richard down the phone? My supervising supervisor will beat me if I don't fix it. Please
Was this
help
like
Indian man?
Was this
Praying
like when
hand.
somebody tipped DSP and said they were Jasper?
He was like, oh, it's not Jasper, you guys just was playing around.
Some dude popped up in his chat pretending to be a 4-year-old. And he's like, wait a minute, that's not my actual kid. That's just some guy.
how they feel about somebody
That
personally.
had to be it.
And I've been labeled as
Oh,
a
he
DSP hater.
was a boomer
time and
then.
time again.
But
I'm
I don't
sure
think he
tomorrow
is.
I'll still be getting labeled as a DSP hater. I'm not.
No, you're gonna
I
be
don't
a DSP
even
lover.
Yeah, it does not
like
seem
I
like a
don't
hater
know
to me.
you. So how the
Man.
hell could I hate you? You've never done anything personal to me. I have criticized, but I'm up for criticism too. I mean, that's one of the things that comes with taking that gamble and broadcasting yourself over the internet. People are going to disagree with what you say. And one thing I've learned after doing it for a while and putting up videos is you got to know when to speak up about things and when just to go, you know what?
Thank you for the
whatever. Fuck
Big
you.
ups cult of
Because
Tevin for the dollar.
trolls,
Hello,
when
my
they say
fellow
don't feed
Phil
the
haters.
trolls, I mean
Let us begin today's sermon. Thou shalt hate thy pigroach, and thy money shall nay end up in thy piggy's pocket. The Gospel of Gout, chapter 5, verse 9. That is the end of today's sermon. All hail Almighty Tevin.
Looks like someone had too much chili at Wendy's.
Literally, you got to take that literally.
Thank you for the dollar.
Whenever you respond to them, they're feeding, they're getting more hungry, they're getting stronger, and they're going to fucking keep coming at you. And that's one of the things.
What do the trolls eat?
And I know Anthony and the people that submitted the questions.
They're feeding.
Really want to get the point across that this isn't about hating on you. It's not about trolling you. It's about showing that there are legitimate fans out there that do have concerns, and they don't want to see you fail. I don't want to see you fail. I've stated this many times, and this is actually when the person started pretending to be my kids, because I don't hate you. But they just want to see you be successful, because again, as I've stated before, how I met Anthony, how I met Lambert, Hazard, even though the first thing I said to him was he's a dick sucking fanboy. But,
oh no.
But I mean, I've gotten to know these guys because of DSP Gaming, and that's just the way it is. So I appreciate your content, and I greatly appreciate the fact that you've, again, taken that gamble, stepped out of the quote-unquote comfort zone here to address some of these questions and show that, I don't know, the softer side of DSP maybe. Because it's, as you stated before, you don't really get the chance to ever like have a one-on-one conversation with people. It's usually through a chat or like Twitter, which is just...
They didn't even see their face when they did this talk.
On because it always gets misconstrued. I get misconstrued all the time.
Oh my god! That's why we have fucking furries and shit on screen now, watching it all these years later. They never even had video for that.
Haters. Although I think I ate midget.
Like there's some kind of man-to-man talk.
He thinks I'm too soft.
One question I got though.
They gotta pull out revolvers if they get mad or something.
And this is.
Run out of time, man.
Oh shit! We finally get into this part. The one part I actually remember. I like how he literally waited until it was done. They had this one thing planned. This is the equivalent of when Quartering waited till whatever part he waited till. Let's say, where did the load go? This is just like that. They waited till they was really, really, really done. They did the gamer news and everything. And now he got to bring up his one specific thing that might make DSP want to run away after.
A couple of months ago, I did leave.
You told me go die, Phil.
Yes.
When you brought up.
So let's see.
Time to take your balls off. Toby Turner made a gaming channel to make money, even though he's horrendous at gaming.
DSP, thankfully, is really good at playing games.
I'm making a vlog channel to try and revive my already successful vlogs, which used to do much better on a separate channel, and separate them from my massive amount of content on this channel. Oh, and I'm taking a pay cut doing it. This is solely for the benefit of the real fans missing out because I upload too much. Now go die, pro troll. Block. Fuck off. Goodbye.
And it's the person he was buddy-buddy with in this whole little interview. The person he told to go die in a YouTube comment. And of course, the Nathan guy, the bear, his comment was just 417 is beyond ironic. Pretty sure I saw this guy give Toby Turner shit for doing the same thing, for starting a channel as an already successful tuber, starting a channel to do some other shit, which was a thing, of course, DSP frowned upon because he's a gatekeeper. He was mad at the vlog channel people making video game channels. At least back then he was. I don't know why he didn't get mad again when all the reaction channels did it, because it definitely happened again.
Toby Games, and you started the King of Hate vlogs.
He complained about that
I timestamped
Paul
it,
guy,
and
though.
I said, quote,
oh well.
417 is beyond ironic.
His
Pretty
response
sure I
is
saw
the
this guy
best,
give
though.
Toby Turner shit for doing
His
the same
response
thing.
is the best.
You told
Listen
me
to this
to
dude.
go die, Phil! What's up with that?
Yes.
Go die, pro troll.
Pro troll. I gave you the credit. Pro troll. See that? You're not the standard level.
That's right.
You made the upper echelon with that comment.
Professional.
Very nice.
Oh, here you go. There it is.
There it is.
You really want me to go die?
You're like, yeah.
I don't want you to go die.
Oh.
I just don't want you to leave those kind of comments on my videos anymore because
Hey, you blocked them.
basically that comment that you left, is completely incorrect, and you know that it's unfair. Let's be honest here. Do you really think that me making a vlogs only channel is the same as Toby Turner making a gaming channel when he's not a gamer? He's horrible at games.
DSP is horrible at games, and DSP isn't a gamer based on weird standards I can make up too. So
Obviously, the only reason he did it was to make money.
and DSP did it to make money
that's
too.
the frame of reference when I left that, and that again, that goes in just not be able to have a one-to-one conversation on. What I was saying on that is, in terms of just jumping out and doing something else. Personally, I didn't watch Toby Turner back in when it was just him doing the whatever the fuck stupid trailer videos that he does. So I can't confidently say yes, I believe Toby did the Games channel for money.
Yo,
I can see
look
where
how positive this
trailer
dude is.
back in-
I didn't watch him back when he did whatever dumb shit he did.
when it was just him doing the personally, in terms of just jumping out and doing something else. Personally, I didn't watch Toby Turner.
This
back
dude
when
and
it was
DSP ought to
just,
be friends in
him
real
doing
life.
whatever the fuck stupid trailer videos that he does. So I can't confidently say yes, I believe Toby did the Games channel for money. I can see where a lot of people could say that, so I'm like, oh, okay. My only thing on that is that Toby Turner stepped out and did a gaming channel with nobody knowing what to expect from him in games. You were starting the vlogs channel with people already knowing that, well, I've seen his vlogs before, I know I'm going to watch it. So to me, when I left that, I was basically saying I felt that you had the upper hand on that because people knew what they were stepping into. Obviously, he's got a bigger fan base, so he's going to have more rollover subs in that. But
You did it just because you knew you were going to be successful. Versus, I guess what he felt was that Toby took a chance.
Right.
Right. Well, that's actually not the case. If I could have
course
kept
it's
all
not
my
the
content
case.
on one
Of
channel,
course it's
I
not.
would have. I liked having all that content on one channel because then people don't get confused and say I have to go here or there. But the bottom line was
They
I
got
was
less
getting
views.
so many messages
No.
from people saying, "Listen,
Everything
your DSP
got less
gaming channel is
views.
completely
That's why he
flooded.
made a second channel.
I'm not watching your vlogs anymore because you."
This is the same reason why he made KO Gaming way later on. Because he made his montages and they got way less views because they got buried under the gameplay. So then he made KO Gaming. And just like with that, way back in 2012 or 2013 or whatever, with the vlogs channel, he made the vlogs and put them on everything. He put everything on the same channel. Then his vlogs got buried by the gameplay. So he had to make a vlog channel. And then he dumped a bunch of weird videos over there and a bunch of food videos. And literally, 40-second long videos looking at plates and stuff?
Upload them in between gameplay.
But he didn't do it for money. He did it for fun. It was
playthroughs.
fun.
And
That's why you don't do those videos anymore.
I got so many
because they don't make
requests
as much
to
fun.
change the style of what I was doing that I did. And also, if you want to be completely honest,
We gotta
if you
be
remember
completely
correctly,
honest.
my vlogs used to be on the King of Hate HD, my old vlogging channel, where people absolutely loved the content. They loved the fact that it was separated. So I actually had this channel before. It was pretty much just recreating the same channel that I had at one point for the sake of the request of the fans to keep it separated and organized. And
The
that's why I did
fans.
it. It wasn't, like I said, I make
Of
less
course the
money. In fact,
fans.
I'll tell you right now, I make way less money
Right.
on the videos on the King of Hate vlogs compared to DSP Gaming, even after my pay cut. So, put it that perspective, I did it purposely just to
But
help
he
the
put out
fans
way
and
more
not
videos
for
to
any
make
kind of
up for
benefit
it.
for myself. And it seemed to
He
me that
pretended like he
comment
put
that you
out
left
one
was
video a
basically
week and it
saying,
was good or something back
you're a
then.
hypocrite because you criticized Toby Turner for trying to do something just to make money, and it seems like you're just making this channel to make money.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. I was actually doing it to help the fans, and that's what
Of
really
course.
hurt me. Trying to do something
What
directly
if
to
what
help
if
the
what
fans.
if what if Toby Turner wanted to help the fans? What if the fans wanted to see him play games? What if Toby Turner already played games on like Skype or some shit, and they were like, "Oh man, Toby, you gotta put it on YouTube, man." And he said, "No, I can't do it, dude. You're gonna be the other viewers are gonna be mad." And they said, "Toby, please, just make a new YouTube channel." And he said, "Okay, if you guys insist, I guess I'll do it." What if his fans made him do it? Toby Turner
get
had a lot
shit
of
for it.
fans back then. Man,
Right. Like I said, it was taken
This
out
is
of
very
context.
unfair
I didn't. And
past
I actually
DSP.
purposely tried
This is
not
bullshit.
to leave it like elongated for fear of getting blocked by God.
now this is Mr. Oh, he should do his own thing. He should try to do his own thing, right? What are those dumb clips at? This shit.
I told you guys before, I actually think Tevin is actually a talented guy. I think that if he actually did his own original content that did not rely on stealing my content, I told you guys before, I actually think Tevin is actually a talented guy. I think that if he actually did his own original content that did not rely on stealing my content, he could be successful. I'm serious about that too. I actually think I give the guy credit, you know, from what people have told me he's charismatic. You could easily do your own stuff and not be stealing and stuff, dude.
So I'm supposed to do my own thing so he can fucking gatekeep that too? That's what I'm supposed to do. This dude, he wants to tell everybody what to do, and nobody can tell him what to do, because if you tell him what to do, you're treating him like he's a 5-year-old. But he tells everybody else what to do. It's insane.
Anyways, I see how it is, man. No, it was cool. But
and
again,
he's the most unsuccessful
thanks for coming
one.
on the show. Can we go ahead and say future guest for Gamer Talk Live again, Darkside Phil?
No.
Yeah, you know,
I don't
every
think
once in a
Gamer
while,
Talk Live had
if there's something
another
you
episode.
want to talk about, a hot topic, want to have me on here, I'd be more than willing, as long as obviously it fits.
Hanging with Phil tipped
They went to fucking Banworld.
$4.20. Big ups. People love Phil's content. Twitch loves Phil's streams. Phil did nothing wrong. Nothing has ever been Phil's fault.
I agree.
Butterfly game developers. Also, I always
need to
talk
get
about
fuck you,
myself in the
Treyarch, on the
third
leaderboard.
person.
Guess what? I said free Tevin. Free Tevin? I don't have. There's nothing I can do to free Tevin. First of all, he has to free himself from his own stupidity.
Schedule with the game releases that week. Like tonight, like I said, the only thing I was going to do was DuckTales.
A
And I don't think that
horrible individual.
anyone is crying right now because I didn't rush to go play
Oh, shit,
DuckTales
DuckTales.
tonight. So,
right.
yeah, from time to time, I'd be willing
Made
to
all of
pop
that
in
sweet
and,
fake
and
rage.
give my opinion on whatever the hot topic currently is.
We'll make sure to come up with
The
tougher
flippity
questions for you
floppity
next time.
Yeah, I want tougher questions. I want to make sure that you make me break down and cry on the stream, because this was way too easy for me, and I looked like far too good of a guy. I obviously need to be villainized more on the next one.
DSP is the reason why
the trolls and
the
haters
dude
and,
waited
you know,
till the
they'll
end to bring
you
up
know,
what he
they'll
brought up.
We're gonna have to give a public apology after this one. We
You
weren't hard
told
enough.
me to go die,
It
Phil.
happens. But again,
Oh
thanks
no,
for-
Asian Slave. I'm sorry. Asian Slave did just call me out. He says I am a sellout because I did make the Axe body wash detailer video for money, and I am a gamer, so I shouldn't have done that.
Whoops. Right at the end. Right at the end. Did I watch this? Thank you for the $1.
Big ups Razzo for the $1. I just got a
This is one
50-bit
of
cheer
those
from
really
Poopster.
weird
No,
ones I
get
wanted
this.
to watch on the stream.
Snake Laugh, you know who is doing
It
his own
is.
thing now on Mixer, and he has no views.
Oh my god, it's disgusting.
When you try to do your own thing, no one cares about it. Pretty cool, huh? Goat laugh.
It's disgusting. Yeah, that would definitely be it though. Even a little bit of decline from anybody else, DSP will be the first one to bring it out. It's funny. You know, I hate to talk about it, but it's pretty funny. But like, way less people watch now. So it's actually pretty funny. But like, I told you guys, no one would care. Then you have like poop face underscore some shit in this chat.
What is going?
Phil, you said that you know who should do his own thing and it would be successful. What are you talking about? That was like a million years ago.
Everybody, my
and
name is Phil Brunel.
I don't
also
even
known as
I don't even
Darkside
watch his
Phil.
fucking
I am
streams.
Owner and operator of the DSP Gaming YouTube channel.
Oh, this
since
is a
April
weird
of
video, isn't
2010.
it? It is.
As of late, a lot of people have had a lot of issues and controversy surrounding the issue of demonetization
really
of
weird
videos
video.
on YouTube. And a lot of channels have found themselves in a really negative spot where it seems
Look
like
at
they're
this
only
shit. Hello, my YouTube channel DSP Gaming has posted anywhere from 10 to 30 unedited raw gameplay videos daily since it was created in 2010, and now it's home to over 45,000 total videos. Since everyone is being negatively affected by the YouTube demonetization algorithm, that's a good way that the tubers was spending it, so we'll care about it a little bit more. Oh, you guys, even if you don't put ads on your videos, even if you just make videos for fun, man, you guys are still horribly affected by it. Uh-huh. Just tell me what hashtag to type. I decided that walking through which videos on my channel have been demonetized could create clear-cut concrete reasons and commonalities as to why the algorithm snags certain videos and not others. In this video, I go through 16 pages of demonetized videos and find not only keywords, but types of thumbnails and even blacklisted game series that seem to have been affected. This is Mr. Mock the people that looked at the black hole in Fortnite. But he put out a 44-minute long video scrolling through his fucking demonetized videos.
Here as being not advertiser
How
friendly.
dare
And I was
you.
like, now that's ridiculous. Well, guess what happened? Within a day, all of a sudden.
And then he uploaded it to DSP Gaming. Why the fuck did he have the other channel in? He was uploading the other channel in 2017. But he thought this is important. It affects everyone, you guys. Right? I mean, if you upload a video complaining about being demonetized and you don't do anything that got you demonetized, technically you can get monetized on a video complaining about being demonetized. So his plan worked. I also like the tabs. We got DSP Gaming, the videos tabs, of course. Twitter, of course. The Patreon, because he refreshed Patreon every day. Union for Gamers, which is Curse. Twitch, obviously. The Muxy. Big ups Muxy and Nightbot.
From yellow to green. Have the word shit, that's
This is
demonetized
disgusting.
immediately. Ass to ass in the water. Yes.
14. That's an interesting view count. This should have told him. This whole thing he did here should have taught him how, I don't know, how poorly he named some of his videos, because this is just silly. Like, ass to ass in the water, can't see shit in the gutter. You don't have to do that, dude. You don't have to.
Monetized, right? Because it says ass. Now, here's a weird
Come
one.
on.
Red Dead Redemption, the Redux
Big ups Cowboy
Big
Game.
ups Anonymous for the dollar. This video contains Jasper's flaming
that
unicorn.
I can understand because of the word.
Fully clothed sex? Wait, what this said? That would be a video title, sadly. What do we got here? Hellish tunnels and bitch slaps. We needed to have that in the title. Needed to have it.
And even in the video, they're having sex. So maybe that's what it is, obviously.
Obviously.
Now, Outlast 2, like I told you, looks like the entirety of the game playthrough has been flagged and demonetized.
Obviously.
Big ups Outlast too.
See, keep going down. Yeah, all the way down. Now,
Man,
funny
these
enough,
double titles he used to
part
do.
1 and 2 weren't. Zero Dawn, what does that reference? Something sinister that we're not aware of? I have no idea.
I thought this whole game got demonetized on his channel.
Yakuza
Look
0
at these thumbnails. These are accidents. 12K views for that one. I wonder why. Oh man, doing research for the game, and I guess the research is looking at the girls. All this stuff he wouldn't do now because he's married. Near nude women wrestling. Yep, that's the title. 8,000 views, and that's part 57. Wait, part 57. Oh, I guess the demonetized thing is out of order or whatever. I wish I could see what part 50. Well, part 55 got 6,000, so I guess that's good enough. I don't want to look it up myself in the future.
again in familial
But
bond.
what the fuck is this title, dude? Near nude women wrestling. Not even any effort put into it. It's just a blank statement. Yep.
I have no idea. However, the next video, near nude women wrestling. Yeah, in fact, take a look at this thumbnail.
Yeah, take a look at it.
I think I know why this one got flagged. I think I know why this one got flagged. You see what I mean?
See what I mean?
Like, there's some things that just totally
Trying to get Derek
make
to watch his
sense,
videos.
and other videos just don't seem to make sense at all. I only do raw gameplay. A lot of people don't anymore.
A lot of people.
people tend to do the, like I said, the highly edited videos with
The
their
snowflake,
own edited
of course.
thumbnails. I do things very basic and very old school because I've done gameplay videos
I do it the
since
way no one
2008,
else
and I've
does
basically
it,
never changed
but
my
it's also
style up.
old school.
And for whatever reason, my videos don't seem to be negatively affected as much as many other people's. I mean, we're back into almost a year ago now. And
Like,
I've
does he
only
use a
covered,
cassette
what,
tape
2
in his car or
videos?
some shit?
See what I mean?
No one else uses this,
for my
man.
DSP
This is
gaming
old
channel,
school.
It really hasn't been a big deal. For others, it's been a giant issue.
Wait. Oh, I
all
thought it
right,
said
so let's get
something
back
else.
to it.
Wait, did
Big
it?
deal. For others, it's been a giant
okay.
issue. Bugged masturbation
What?
mechanics. I think we know why that one was demonetized.
2 annoying dicks. What the fuck are these titles? Ending the KKK for good. This is a joke. He's a voyeur.
How about Marcus's Gruesome Fate or The Ascent?
Like I said when I was clicking around in the beginning of this video, this should have taught him how fucking silly his titles are. Because this is just out of control. Bugged masturbation mechanics, dude. And this is in 2016, that's his title. In 2016, that's his title. You still get banned if you make that joke now. And it's just the title of one of his videos.
Gears of War 4 video.
And how many people in chat remember Here They Lie? I'm about to look that up now. It's the best kind of DSP content. Games nobody remember. Is it VR? It is. The guinea pigs agree.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to start a playthrough.
Yo, 108060.
Here They Lie.
I kind of remember this now. I remember glancing over and seeing this.
Mystery when I played the demo on launch day of PSVR.
This is a super chill game. The kids loved it.
What I have to do
so
is
much fun.
On before we can start playing, obviously. As you know, these videos I have to do.
And they want me to watch an influencer play it.
Set up and everything before I can start actually playing because I have to start recording. So.
Don't worry, I'm watching an honest YouTuber, Dark Side Phil. I'm watching him play it.
I don't really necessarily see anything.
The future man.
Any importance. There might be a person looking out of that window or not. I can't tell.
We need to bring VR back, man. Why would you not like this?
Dark
This is
Side
amazing.
Child Groomer for the dollar per Darich.
Right? A kid
You want to watch these wrestling YouTube videos with me? Yeah, these are good. Oh, don't worry, I'm an adult. You can watch these with an adult. Do they make you feel funny? Yeah, me too. I know a trick to make it feel good though. Wanna see?
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
Screaming or something. But nothing of any real super interest. It looks like there's a person over there.
That's totally what Gex would say.
Blood on the ground. Weird.
Totally what he would say.
So it says, look forward and hold options to continue. New game and options. Let's take a look at options. See if there's gamma. I'm going to up the gamma slightly because when I played the demo, some people complained it was far too dark. So I'm only going to up it a little bit here, like that. Controls. Turn sensitivity in VR drive mode. Okay. Alright, that's it. New game. Whoa.
Tick, tock, 12 o'clock. Time to go to bed.
Okay. Here's my volume control here. Darn, now it's not playing any audio. I wanted to adjust my audio here. Ah, I got a nice big virtual screen in front of me. I'm not sure what you can see, because sometimes when I see this virtual screen and I move my head, you're just seeing the same screen in front of you. I'm not sure if you're seeing it move or not as I track my head. It's pretty cool.
I think his webcam is way higher quality.
Alright, let's see what this game's all about.
Maybe not.
Tick-tock, 12 o'clock.
Think so. Of course, we have the Mega Man shirt.
It's like 1 in the afternoon.
You would think if I switched the layouts. Wait a minute.
Oh, hello.
I thought I was over you.
Close
but
enough.
I have to admit.
Where are we?
It was great seeing you after
You would
so
think
long.
this is just the current DSP stream.
Maybe I was
maybe
wrong
if you put the
about us.
leaderboard up. Yeah, you have to put the leaderboard up.
Ginormous big black boobies.
I don't know.
A vape
nation.
Streamers hate him. Tip
You're looking a lot too.
20 cents. Puff harder.
You're definitely looking a lot.
He lost $10,000
What the hell
YouTube ad
happened?
revenue with this one simple trick.
Oh, see how? Oh, God damn it! Thank you for the 420. Streamers hate him. I get it now. What is going on
big
here?
Black boobies.
Black boobies.
But I have to admit.
Where are we?
It was great seeing you after so long.
She got big boobs.
Maybe I was wrong about us.
Ginormous big black boobies.
I don't know. It's a big decision. Come see me when you've made up your mind.
Those are 2 big decisions. Holy crap.
2016. Poor Panda Lee.
So we're going into
Poor
a subway
Lee.
car or some kind
Every
of car,
woman,
train. It looks like a
no
subway
matter
car.
color, no matter the color, no matter the size, got sexually harassed by DSP in a video game.
And now it is dark as shit.
God damn.
Can move around now? Yes. Oh, look. What the hell's that? A bullet hole.
Oh, a bullet hole. What the hell did he do? Oh my God, of course something had to go wrong. Did confusion set in?
Laugh about it.
showing me to be crooked, see? It's weird.
Yep, there we go.
Crooked. Turn up the water.
He just got a bad back.
The game thinks I'm sitting crooked. Uh-oh. Yeah, the VR tracking is off. This kind of sucks. Hold on. I put this straight ahead like this.
Gotta
Now
derail
what?
it
Nuts.
all.
Oh my god, dude.
It's bugged.
Is there a way to, like... What the fuck? I pressed start and this is what happened. The whole thing's screwed up. The whole game's screwed up. I pressed start and this happened. Oh my god, look. It thinks that I'm looking over here.
How do you fix it?
This is not good. It works.
Oh.
What the
restart
fuck? Nope, it didn't work. Look. It's still screwed
His
up.
VR footage looks so disgusting.
It's still rotating
in its own
left.
way.
Or not. No, I think it fixed it. It fixed it.
It's not his fault, dude. It's Sony's fault.
Here's my table. Oh, here we go. I think it fixed it now. That was weird. I don't Now
know.
Maybe because there's a really gory
That's
scene where
Here They
Marcus
Lie.
gets ripped
A
apart.
very
I don't remember
spooky game
in particular
with
what
black
happens.
boobies. That's why he
I
had
have no
bug
idea.
masturbation mechanics in part 3.
However, the
'Cause
next
he
one
had
I
the
know,
black boobies in
Mafia
part
3, ending the KKK for good. Now,
Now,
ladies and gentlemen,
Bottom line
this is
is
a
this.
rare situation. All right, take a look right
It's
here.
rare to have
What
the
this says,
KKK in a game. It
confirmed
shocks
in
me.
my manual review.
Oh,
So this
you
means
mean
that
something
when
else.
I was earlier this year, when all the videos were being demonetized, I noticed this one had been demonetized. I submitted it for review, and YouTube said, no, this video is not acceptable. You want to know what's in this video? I can tell you because I remember this. In this video, the main character of Mafia 3, who is an African-American, storms into a KKK meeting, and he kills them all. He pulls out a gun, and he has a mass killing of the KKK. YouTube says, not allowed. Even though it's a video game, it's fantasy. You know, it's not like actual KKK members being murdered. Not allowed per YouTube. That's quite interesting, don't you think?
I want to know where he wanted to go with
Outlast
that.
2 demo.
It's obvious he wanted to go somewhere with that, but then he didn't. He want you to go there instead. Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting? These I can kill these KKK members and they still demonetize me. Isn't it interesting?
He did my Outlast 2 playthrough, but the Outlast 2 demo also got demonetized. Not surprising. Part of my Hitman playthrough from last year, she got rammed. Too annoying.
He should have
bits.
lied and said it was
I
historical.
think we know why that one's demonetized. More potty,
YouTube might have
potty
kept it.
language, right?
Well, no, they still could take your
This
ass away,
one,
though.
I'm
They didn't
stumped.
delete the video. I
Dead
didn't like they
Rising
fucking
Remastered,
deleted
I
it.
played last year. Lady Luck Prevails and Store Clerk Jerk. Are you telling me the word jerk?
Jerk?
A word that like a 5-year-old uses.
Stinky duty.
Is not advertiser friendly. The word jerk.
Oh my God! Look at this Street Fighter V video. And it's a patrons fans video, but it got fucking bodied. Let's see, Street Fighter V patrons, July part 11. I have to see this video. I have to see it. Hopefully it's one playlist for this. I get Googits anyway. I just have to look for Confident Geef. There we go. Nobody watched it since then. What the fuck? What the hell? 609 in September 2017 and 621 December 10th, 2019. Well, thanks.
Well, I'm not sure exactly who to pick against this Karen. I'd say
Probably was just
she's
boring,
a bad choice.
maybe.
I'd say either Ryu or Zangief, although Zangief has a
Oh
tough
no,
time against Karen.
he
in my
loses to
opinion.
Karen, of course. Of course he loses to Karen.
Miss. I knew.
Oh, it
was
was
too
this
far away.
dude.
I couldn't block that. Get out of here. What? I told you, I can't even block standard jump-ins against Karen.
Former
it just doesn't work online.
Sons of
It's too
Kojima
fucking
member.
delayed.
Rad.
Lost to a random fucking hit. So annoying.
Yeah, obviously his patrons and fans
Well,
event did
that's
not work
insane
out.
damage. Look, that's half my life gone off of one jump in.
Wow. Oh no, he actually finally beat him eventually. He probably just had to turtle more or something.
That's not what I did. That's not what I did at all. What the hell? He did it again.
These sweeps.
Not doing that, stupid game.
Can Kareem do Jimmy sweeps? Probably.
Wow, I did 360 twice.
Anybody can
Wow.
do Jimmy sweeps if they try hard enough.
Can't block. sucks.
It's depressing gameplay. Oh no, he learned how to block. This is when he dominates.
I couldn't block.
When he gets his blocks to come out.
Giant damage here.
Wow. Jab? Ah.
Wow. The jab beat whatever.
It actually is too. The fucking jab.
Big ups. How much do you think he was biting his nails and twirling his mustache throughout his Mafia 3 playthrough?
Is that
Probably
what it
the whole
was? I
time.
mean, maybe there was something in the video, but
He was able to
the
chill back
word
then, dude. No
jerk,
camera.
I just
Probably wearing like a tank top.
I can't imagine what happened in that video.
Sausage mode the whole
Seriously. Batman the Telltale series. Seeing new allies getting noticed. I have no idea.
Dogs and dicks. Great.
Because a hot
Wait,
Selena
wait,
Kyle
did that say
has a black
stomping
eye.
boobs?
A woman with a black eye isn't monetizable, maybe? Violence against women?
Oh,
I mean,
dude,
I'm just
chill out.
really grasping
What is this,
for straws at this
zooms?
point, okay? Silent
Lil
Hill
B video?
Homecoming, which I played last year. Duel with the Human Centipede. Does that mean anything to do with Human Centipede?
Maybe
has
the
been
movie.
demonetized on YouTube?
Maybe. Probably, it should
Maybe
be.
It's too adult-oriented to be sewed and have your head
Yes.
shoved up someone else's ass and to be eating their feet. All right, enough of that.
Oh.
It's disgusting. All right, let's move on. Now, this one. What?
Because the gameplay was
random
bad.
match of Street Fighter 5.
Stomping boobs?
What?
What?
I have no idea. I mean, the thumbnail shows a guy from UFC who's bloody. Could that be it? I don't know.
Wait, I thought
Maybe they just
kids
don't
like
Boss
bloody
Ruth.
dudes.
I don't have no idea. Finale.
Exposing the
Manly
scam.
Bareback tattoo kung fu explosion.
Wait. Why is this the title, DSP? For the finale of the game he allegedly likes? Finale, manly bareback tattoo kung fu explosion. Really?
Could it be the word bareback? You know what? Could that be it? The word bareback.
What?
They're terrified of the
What?
word bareback.
What?
I have no freaking clue.
Yes, bareback should be a standard
High
word
school
for YouTube
bullies,
titles.
Bullies, excuse me, an irresponsible screw maker. The word screw.
Screw?
So if I'm someone.
Yes, if I'm a screw
who's
creator,
hardware,
of
and I make
course.
a video about a type of screw.
Well, you're not though,
demonetized. I have
DSP.
no
You're a
idea.
Let's Player.
Exposing the scam. Everyone hates
The
Shinada.
scam.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the title. I mean, unless they actually think that every Japanese girl's face is offensive.
Maybe.
I don't know why that got demonetized.
Is that why we have to kick Pantley out?
Naked zombie. I said naked. Naked.
Yeah.
It has to be that, right? Naked.
Yes, naked.
Now here we go.
Naked is bad.
Attempted rape.
What
There's
the
actually
fuck?
a scene in Yakuza 5 where a girl was basically.
You don't have to
be
put it
raped
in your
and then got
title.
broken up. Apparently
This is just clickbaiting it though. Even if it happened, it's still clickbaiting. I don't care. You really have attempted rape in all caps in the YouTube title, dude. Maybe that's why it got demonetized. And then he puts what the fuck after. Well, you put it in your fucking title, buddy. We could see it happen in the game. This isn't even a trigger warning. This is, I don't even know what the hell this is. It's just, it's like like a FouseyTube video title or some shit. I don't know. All caps and an exclamation mark.
got that demonetized, right?
This dude.
Uh-oh, this one I said ass.
Cheap ass chainsaw.
I have no idea.
One,
I mean, you
look
think
at this
Raise Some
hot
Hell
one.
would be the reason
One
for this one.
horny
However,
creeper.
The whole playthrough
These are names. Some of these are kind of named like the porn videos he looked at with Panda Lee. That one horny creeper.
was called Raise Some Hell. So why only one video?
And
I don't know.
Like, what the fuck is he talking about? A
no
porn
idea.
video with him and Panda Lee.
Until Dawn. One horny creeper.
Wonder if I can find
So
that.
the word horny. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, we're now in 2015. So you see how few of my videos actually have been demonetized? Very few. Hunters are dicks. The word dicks. Don't you ever use the word dicks. Don't you ever, here it is. Don't you ever use the word boobs. No boobs and no dicks anymore, folks. Here's another weird one. A random Mortal Kombat 10 match back from 2015. Use the Force versus Kenshi. There's nothing there that's adult oriented. And the thumbnail's just the posing. I have no idea. Kinky School Marms, Quarreling Twins, and Sexy Bardis, who obviously could have been kinky or
What the
sexy.
fuck? Dude. What? The Witcher 3, kinky school marms, quarreling twins, and sexy Bardis. Sexy, all caps, of course.
That flag.
This is
Or maybe the word,
garbage.
I don't know, Bardis. Maybe they think that
This
they're
is
really afraid of
complete
female bards
garbage.
at YouTube. I don't know.
Complete
I have no idea about this
fucking
evil within.
garbage.
However,
Thank you for the $3. Fred. Speaking of Fred, I was in a Fred tab looking a video up that I won't find.
Fred tipped $3. It's a 10% chance of Drew Brees appearing when you tip akakakakakllllllll. Who dat? This sounds like an annoying kid trying to get out of trouble with an adult. Bareback? How do you know I didn't know a back of a bear?
see something. Look at the pattern.
He was
Part
making
7,
educational
part 6,
videos.
Part 5, Part 4. Only
About
4 parts, but all 4 parts.
huge bitches. Return of the huge bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see something. I'm going to save it for later, but I'm going to show you what I mean later, all right? Wolfenstein, the Old Blood.
Wolfenstein?
You see the pattern here? Look. Part 30, 23, 22, 19,
It's
18,
such a specific
16,
video, too. I'm never going to
14,
find this shit.
13. We're going to keep going.
Because I don't know what he named it. It's probably still on his actual channel.
9, 6, 4, 3, 2. Almost my entire playthrough of Wolfenstein the Old Blood for 2015 has been demonetized. I think Wolfenstein, much like Outlast and
Maybe
Outlast
like
2, is one of those
DSP,
franchises that has been red
hotel
flagged by
vlogs.
YouTube. And if you try to monetize
There's
those videos,
17
they will
playlists
be
for that.
demonetized. Why? Because there's Nazis.
Nazis.
That's why. I think because there's Nazis in it, and maybe in the tags I
Nazis?
included the word Nazis.
Nazis?
You're going to get demonetized. So I strongly recommend, if you play Wolfenstein coming up in October, I forget the name of the byline of it. I know it's like Wolfenstein something something something.
Nazis are
Do not put
demonetized.
the word Nazis
No money for you.
anywhere. Not in the title of your video, not in the tags. Leave the Nazis out, and maybe you'll actually keep your ads. That's what I'm going to do when I play the game. Okay?
Oh my god, the fucking breaths.
Now, once again, here we are. Mortal Kombat. I don't know.
Oh,
What's
that
going on?
wasn't it.
This word is kinky.
Oh, kinky, of course.
Pounded.
What?
Maybe those are why. But these two, I have no idea.
Leg switch
Speaking of the
bitch.
word
Okay. I remember lag switch bitch like it was yesterday. It's a quality DSP video. Quality fucking DSP video. Of course, he complains about lag switching multiple games because it is DSP. Hey, 420. MKX Katana player, multiplayer, medley part 5. First lag switch cheater. That's not it anyway. I need my special one. You would think it would be high up. I thought that was the most popular one. I guess not. This lag switches all over the MKX, I guess. This is Premiere. 5.8K. That's because he didn't play it online day one. Lag switch bitch. Parentheses versus cheater.
Oh, we got a Scorpion. Well, I'm going to go for Relentless Jason.
Get ready.
See how
We're
this
about to
goes.
watch MKX gameplay. I hope you have like a bucket nearby.
The different modes. Let's see. Immediately just jabs and gets the combo. Yes, they're great. Keep jabbing. Yep, I moved his come out, and he gets a giant combo. He's fucking terrible.
Horseman's tipped $4.20. Puff
Oh,
Father, here's my detailed flowers on why videos get demonetized. Okay, here we go. I don't know
My
why this got
detailed
demonetized.
flowers.
I don't know why this got demonetized. I don't know why this got demonetized.
Yeah, he did a really good breakdown of it, I think. But thank you for 420.
Apache
What the hell did I
tipped
drop?
$4.20.
Oh, this mouse.
Big ups. He was a YouTube pioneer. He was doing the Spider-Man and Joker get Elsa pregnant thing before it was popular. Almost
Uppercut
raped
from full screen,
Japanese
sure.
KKK? Yeah, that'll sell.
I didn't dash back. I tried to sweep.
He was trying. He had a lot of fun with his YouTube titles,
I'm
dude.
just gonna let him beat me. Seriously, there's no point.
And then
Everything
Susan
I
screwed
do
him
is
over.
about half a second delayed, and there's no way I can react to him spamming fucking projectiles and teleports, which is all people do with Scorpion online.
How bad was the next round for him to turn from just laggy to lag switch cheating bitch?
Look at this. Look at this. I got the wrong way. Fuck this game.
Oh no.
Nope, no move. I didn't need to burn clothesline. Nope. Fucking sucks. Okay.
I got a hot video after this. I looked up DSP Pandali and scrolled down a bunch to not find what I was looking for.
This guy's so good. I mean, how could I not have lost that first round to this amazingly good player? Oh, wait. That's right. I can't do anything in real time.
Still no lag switch. You wait till the end of the video to talk about the lag switch, I guess. And he was super mad after he uploaded it to give it this fucking title he gave it. Oh, I see.
Look at this lag.
Oh.
Look at this.
Yeah, look at this. This is the lag.
Look at this.
Stay back.
This is a joke.
This is the lag.
Aim.
What a joke. I got hit? What is happening?
Terrible game.
Tell me this guy is not using the lag switch.
Lag switch.
How is this guy not fucking
It's so
using the lag
obvious,
switch?
dude.
I can't even do a jumping punch.
I'm not in
What? I was
Kansas
trying to
anymore.
throw and he did that move.
I bet your YouTube
Fucking
chat like
lag
this back
switch,
then.
bitch.
Lag switch, bitch.
Lag switch, bitch.
Did he beat him anyway?
Look
Nah.
at this combo because I match buttons and lag. I'm good.
James, stop
Oh look,
this
I
crazy
can't block. Lag switch, bitch. Fuck you, lag switch, bitch.
Oh no, he got him. Big ups. He did it. He beat the lag switch, bitch.
Fatality on the lag switch, bitch.
You swear he lost to like a double perfect
shit.
based on a salty title he gave it. I guess it was that premiere all caps gameplay. Had to get the
Bitch.
most out of it.
Lag switch, bitch. This one, I don't know. Behold scrub spam? No.
Scrub spam?
Unless YouTube's against scrubbing or something.
Wow. One move Kenshi. These titles are super negative towards the other players. Good lord.
Fuck you, netcode. Maybe they didn't like my.
Yeah,
little
MKX
change
is
of
obviously
spin
fun.
On the F word, they said fuck you. It's just like random Mortal Kombat matches. All right, so now we're in the
Probably
other
because it's
DLC
violent game.
for The Evil Within. The Consequence. Part 11, 10, 9.
Yeah, it was because of the
Jasper's
name.
Flaming
Not the
Asshole. I
name,
think
the
we know why
game.
that one got
Wait,
demonetized.
that's real?
15. But yeah, 2 says gangbang. You can't do that either. It's
Get him out of here.
Is it get him out of here every time?
Get him out of
Okay, it
here.
is. I need to make my RNG way better for the soundboard. What the fuck, dude?
bland for oh my god. The video right below it says gangbang. Apparently I was in a gangbang mood in
Gang banged.
But yeah, 2 videos back to back, both have the word gangbang.
Gang
and both
banged.
demonetized.
Really,
Well,
dude? Wait, and this is March 23rd, April 1st. Gang banged. Exclamation mark. The other one. Gang banged. All caps. This one. Jasper's flaming asshole. What the fuck was wrong with this dude? And this a 44-minute long video of him looking at his dumb YouTube titles and saying YouTube demonetized this, you guys. YouTube demonetized the gangbang titles, you guys. I'm sorry. We can't put gangbanged in all titles anymore. It's bullshit.
2 videos back to back, both have the word gangbanged and both demonetized.
Voyeur
Well, we
is
got
back.
Jasper's flaming
Chainsaw to the dick. That's a good one.
To back, both have the word gangbanged and both demonetized. Well, we got Jasper's
Anonymous
flaming
tipped
asshole. I think we know why that one got
$2.58.
demonetized.
Enjoy your date, Evan. Could you play the Try Me soundbite?
Wait. Oh. I was like, wait, what are you talking about?
Try me, bitch.
But,
Try me.
thank you. For the
Try
258.
me.
The best sound clip.
Try me, bitch. Try me. Try me.
Demonetized. Well, we got Jasper's flaming asshole. I think we know why that one got demonetized. Chainsaw to the dick, stomp to the balls. I have no idea why that video got demonetized. None. Oh, look, here's another one. Voyeur. Wow.
This
We
dude
now
and
have
his voyeurs and
definitive,
his
evidence that
gangbangs.
it's the word voyeur. That's
Wow.
2 videos with the word voyeur that got demonetized.
Hashtag
That's
sewer
definitive
level.
evidence at this point. That's a pattern. So you cannot use the word voyeur or else you're going to get demonetized.
No shit.
Using claims it was age restricted by me. I don't even remember doing that. I don't know why I would have age restricted it. I don't remember there being a sex scene in the Order 1886.
Might have been naked boobs
but
in
apparently
it.
I did. FYI, if you age restrict any video on YouTube, it's immediately going to be demonetized. I will show you how I know this because I very, very rarely age restrict videos, but there's one or two in particular that I've done
wonder
over
why.
the years, and they were
probably
demonetized.
why.
And you're going to see what they are in a moment.
Probably
okay?
why.
They
all get demonetized. I rarely do it. Sex Dungeon. The first video, one kinky sex dungeon, 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes of the Order 1886, that's what you come away with, is kinky sex dungeon. And this is 2015. Apparently DSP only did this in 2012 or 2010 or 2009 or 2008 to get kids to watch them. Somehow that's okay to admit to. But one kinky sex dungeon.
Okay? I have no idea why this part of Dying Light was demonetized. We're almost done, by the way. I think...
Oh yeah, let me play this. I don't even know what this is. There's definitely some vintage content, and that like-dislike ratio. Oh man, I don't know what to expect. I don't want to skip ahead.
What the hell?
Oh my god, the footage looks terrible.
What the?
Oh no! More Americans impeding on our territory and saying they're here to protect us, but we don't want them here and they won't leave.
Yeah?
Big ups Razzo for the
Hey,
dollar.
Panda.
I think Jasper's flaming unicorn hole is what you get when you buy a weird lamp and pester the genie that lives inside of it to pay your bills.
Forgot to put this thing on private.
Oh,
Don't
Panda
send me
Lee.
messages,
It's
people.
her
I
separate
don't care.
footage
Yeah,
too.
hello,
That's
wow,
disgusting.
What a dickhead.
So it's the first half of her doing awful at the game, and the second half is him doing awful at the game?
Why would I add you?
I guess so.
Why would I do that?
I actually watched a good bit of Panda Dead or Alive footage years ago.
Freaking Jill Valentine. What
It's
the fuck?
Big ups thought balloons
Special.
Badala, voyeur and gang bang.
Jill's still pretty pissed
I think
off
Ket getting blacked while
Super
DSP
special.
watches has some truth to it.
It might. He really liked his gangbangs, at least in 2015.
I'm pretty sure she left in
2015,
that
2016.
helicopter. No, get ready right now. Brad's probably like, where the fuck's my drink?
I hope he put the like gameplay segments in. That would have been nice.
With the lamb.
I want to hear the tapping sounds. There we
Oh,
go.
shit, they're not bad
Oh yeah, no
fighters.
tapping sounds for this. That was the PS4, Xbox One, I think.
Oh my
What?
god, yes.
Oh,
Oh my god. If that isn't a threesome, I don't know what is. Oh my god.
why do you do this, Panda Lee?
Well, at least you came back.
You're a giant and heaving.
I want now dark here, great. I at least wanted to see shitty gameplay, and not just them making fun of the story.
No involvement.
My god, they've got their own physics engine!
Do you understand? Or were you hoping for something else?
I was hoping for a blowjob. Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud. By the way, how do you like my nice fancy outfit with leather gloves? Ever the people who...
Gameplay? Nope.
Jesus, she has big titties.
Big titties.
I only have 8 pages of these, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, I think there's 9. Well, let's keep going. Here's another Dying Line part. No idea, no idea. Why? Oh my god, voyeur. There you go, it's voyeur. The word voyeur.
More voyeur?
Definitive proof.
More.
It looks like just random Dying Light videos have been demonetized for random reasons. I don't know. Torture. So, the word torture, could that be it? The game is torture? Maybe. Maybe that's why that happened. I don't know. Now you're going to see a really bad pattern, ladies and gentlemen. This is my original The Evil Within playthrough from October of 2014. The Evil Within 2 is coming out in October of 2017. Take a look at how many
It
parts
missed the playthrough cat like.
my Evil Within
I think it was
playthrough
supposed to be Evil Within too.
Just take a look.
But she also doesn't like
going.
spooky things.
This is gonna
They scare her
encompass
too much.
A couple pages, at least. Is when I play a new game, let's say when I'm going to play The Evil Within 2, what'll happen is
These
a lot
just
of my-
really violent games now.
Now what you're going to see, now we're going back so far, and it was basically mid-2014 when I started adding these special titles to my videos. Before then, all I did was place parts. See this? all
Oh
of
my
these
god, it's
tags
just whole
and take a
playthroughs
look.
of violent games.
Here is why.
Oh my god,
these
you
videos
guys,
were
South Park
demonetized.
with oh my god, South Park got demonetized.
Parts of South Park, The Stick of Truth.
Gasp.
One was age restricted specifically by me.
It's a hot
was
one.
age-restricted. I don't
Funniest
remember. I'm
moment
almost
in
positive I
gaming
did age restrict
history.
this video myself.
He got a channel
Both
taken down
demonetized.
because of
So
this
something about
video.
that, take a look, folks. Look at the views on this video. This is a video that people go
Because
back to. If you remember.
back in these days, it was basically a clip channel that uploaded funny, like you know how people post stuff to Twitter now. It was a dude that did that then, but for YouTube. And DSP didn't upload stuff the same day he recorded it, and he uploaded the funny South Park moment, and DSP was pissed because he went to his stream the next day, and people were saying, "Phil, we saw the South Park moment on YouTube. It was so funny," and he got mad because it was a dude stealing his views. So he got him sent to Ban World and uploaded his own full version and got 100,000 views off it.
This is the very, very raunchy scene where you are having a boss battle on the bed of your parents while your parents are having sex. It's hilarious. It's one
We
of the
got
funniest
fucking
things I've
hammers
ever seen in
outside now.
gaming.
I need to just
Every
quit.
time I think about it, I snicker a little bit, all right? It's really good. It's funny as hell. It's very adult-oriented, but it's funny as hell. I got a ton of views on it in 2014, so I'm not too upset, but anyone who goes back to watch that, especially like I said, people are going to be watching my South Park Stick of Truth playthrough to get prepared for South Park The Fractured Butthole.
But it was a
later
big,
this year.
big,
If they
weird
watch these
sex
parts with
scene.
the biggest views, I don't
Pretty
get credit
much.
for it, right?
You know what? I guess I can go to like funniest moment. Give you some of the hot X. Because that's basically the whole video. It's him. Is it about this?
Oh, I didn't know what to do. I was grossed out. And he dies.
Did he notice yet?
He's banging her again.
Okay. But this is pretty much the point of the whole video.
It's too funny. That's too funny. Yeah, look at the background.
Just, I like how just seeing a sex scene in the background of South Park is the funniest moment in gaming history.
This is the best fight ever. Oh. Oh my god, this is the best fight ever. Look, they changed position. What the fuck? Giant parrots having sex. Third, it's funny though. That's too funny. This is the best fight ever. Oh.
I think that might have been it for him. Oh no.
Big titties and ass. For some reason, oh my god. A boss fight with the titties and ass in the background. Listen to the music. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Wait,
I've
did
never
he
seen anything
crash
so
it?
over the top ever in a video game. Wow.
He fucking crashed it.
Well, I don't think they're gonna allow this one on YouTube. I'm just saying. Pretty sure it's not gonna be allowed. The stream gets to see it. YouTube does not.
Look at the people on YouTube. They loved it. They loved it. Did I good? Yeah. Oh no. 12.59.
Big ups, mature adult
Is it
for
just
the dollar.
act?
I have a wife.
Oh!
I get what happened. I get it.
Hell! Oh my god. OMFG. Oh my fucking god. Wow. Look, The Last of Us. All of these are The Last of Us. So apparently my entire original Last of Us playthrough.
But that was one of his biggest moments, if not the biggest moment that year.
I don't know.
He had to stand behind it.
Dead Island Riptide. I did 3-player co-op.
Dude, 2013, really? He actually went over his entire history of videos to look at everything that got demonetized. Oh shit. This will be the last video I played in. I didn't want to just look this up, but that's actually the name. Vacation 2012, Hardcore Sex with Panda Lee. Of course, that's just the name. That's a good one to have in your YouTube search history. The Hardcore Sex Panda Lee, I guess. Is it still here? Am I gonna have to look up Vacation 2012 playlist? Maybe he took it down. I know it's uploaded on other channels. That's the ones I was looking for. But maybe he took his down.
Alright, so here we are at baggage claim.
And of course he has.
How was your first flight ever?
Oh my god.
It was exciting.
Yeah? It was good?
Yes, it was very exciting.
What about the turbulence?
Not so bad. It wasn't that bad. Only went around 3 flips.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's only 3
Is it
flips.
just
we were making
these?
jokes on the plane about the episode of The Twilight Zone with William Shatner when he's on the plane and he's like,
It's probably just those.
There's a man on the wing.
So I told Leanna to open up her shutter, and when she did, I said, imagine that
Playthrough, a couple parts of Shadows of the Dam. Nothing in those thumbnails would indicate anything. Only one part of Duke Nukem Forever. That entire game is crazy adult content irreverent, but only one part. Okay. This, oh my god, this isn't even a gameplay video. This is a trailer. This was temporarily, I wanted to get off of YouTube. I wanted to try something else, so I went and put a gameplay video on Blip TV, which was a competing website with YouTube. Okay. And apparently, the 47-second trailer of gameplay of Dead Rising 2 Case West
I see where the rest of this is going.
For
But I'm done here. We did what we were supposed to do. Thank you for showing up. It was a fun time. We learned something. We definitely learned something. And my soundboard is correct now, so I can do all the clips as fast as I want to do. So that's good. I'll be on Mixer later, probably like a few hours from now. I need to do other stuff first.
And when I say that,
but it's been a good time.
When I say that, I really believe
LeBron, stop lying. It's been a good time. Maybe. Hey, what are these? Oh yeah.
He got me fucked up.
It's such a
such a
short clip. Might be able to fix it.
What is Glow Gang? Well, Glow Gang is GLOGANG. It is Glory Boys. We are Glory Boys Entertainment. It is GBE, but it's shortened. It's shortened. You know what I'm saying? So it's GLO Gang instead of Glory Boys.
Like
you can say either one though. It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I won't get offended. Gang won't get offended. You know that's what it is. We are Glory Boys. You know what I'm saying? But Glow Gang is just a short abbreviation for Glory Boys. You know what I'm saying? It's just GLOGANG. You know, we be on a lot of gang shit. You know? We had everybody saying gang.
Subscription. I'm balling so hard like the mayor. I'm balling so hard like the mayor. I'm balling so hard like the mayor. Yeah.
Terrible.
Now. You. Yes. You need your picture. Using your hard pitch. I died from nothing. Nothing even hit me.
It's greed. Greed shocks. You fell for
I'm
it.
just a crazy old man. There's nothing wrong with
Sell
what the
some
fuck? I'm making big money.
You're gonna lose, you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose.
Effing
normie.
What?
I want all my money back.
I don't have money to do it. 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 I don't have money to do it.
This is so becoming a spicy sausage for me.
Nothing for you.
Police is here. I'm too pretty to die. No, duh. You can't even make
What
it
the
up. You
hell?
seriously can't make it up.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Doesn't work.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
I'm making big money.
Money stall.
Blah 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 blah